And let's see if it will connect. It would be nice if it does. Welcome, MechWarrior. Oh, that's accessing. That's the wrong thing. Okay, here it is. Now I can go steal this stupid URL. Now I put it here. Okay, I think we are finally live.
Nice one.
Oh, it's using the wrong thing. It's using the... Why is it doing this to me? No, stop doing this to me. Change. I forgot how to do... that. It's like, okay, it goes in here. Dragon's Gambit. Save. Oh, I didn't give it a name. Like I said, that's something that's annoying about you. YouTube is very clunky compared to Twitch.
Sure.
What can you do, though?
You just have to put up with it, unfortunately.
Like, right now, I am just trying to get this thing to cooperate, but it doesn't want to cooperate. Oh my god, do I have to copy and paste? I think I gotta copy and paste. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, I'll just do it later. Like, it's just being a butt right now. Because, like I said, YouTube is just clunky compared to Twitch, unfortunately. Oh well, what can you do? I'll just put this in like that. Post.
The show must go on. The show must go on.
The show's going on. It's like clunky or no. Like, people are like, oh my god, YouTube is so much better than Twitch. It's like, there are things that are better, but there are things that are worse. Okay, anyways, that'll just have to be good enough for now in my, like, janky show on YouTube. But this is going to be MechWarrior 5, Dragon's Gambit. We are going to be continuing where we left off. We took a break for a little bit, but we're back. And so I don't completely remember where I left off exactly. But no matter. No matter. We've got mechs to destroy, C-bills to earn. And if I remember right, we're going to be going into some pretty intense battles. We got some, like, difficult battles ahead of us because we need to earn money, and big battles pay out big money. I am, of course, rejoined by my fellow co-host, Dr. Sheriff Cram. How is it going today?
Going pretty good. Feels weird not climbing in caves, chopping down trees. Feels a bit odd, but what can I say? Maybe I'll have to get myself a battle axe in one of these mechs to remind myself of my my tree chopping days. But yeah, it is what it is. It's good to be back in the cockpit.
The best you can do here is there may not be any creepy mutants. The best you're going to get are Franken mechs.
Well, do you know what? That'll do me. That'll do me.
Good enough. Good enough. Okay, so we're starting a little late today because I had a slow start. So I think I want to just get right into it as soon as possible. So I am just going to bring this up. And, yeah, we're just going to get started. Well, let me see here. There we go. Okay, so where we last left off was right over here. We need to earn a bit of money, and we've got a pretty tough fight coming up ahead of us right off the bat. Looks like we're going to be rumbling against the Wolf's Dragoons. But, I mean, look at that payout. 13 million C-bills, 493,000, and I guess 7. A little bit of 7 right there, just sneaking it right in. But, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So this is a garrison duty. Glacial Ice, Dawn. So that means a very cool battlefield. We're going to be able to shoot as much as we want. Of course, that'll also be true for them. There's some fog, which is going to damage our visibility. It doesn't look too bad, though. I don't think that that's going to be the difference maker, and it's a 400-ton battle, so yeah, we're going to be able to drop some stuff in. Let me think about what I want to do here.
A good thing we have some stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to want maybe a million in coverage. You know, just
yeah, probably not a bad idea.
Maybe
Well, you could go for
2 million. 2 million.
You could go for 1, and I could bring the king crab. I feel like if I bring the king crab in the first mission, perhaps we could avoid some damage. Although I kind of want no, forget about it. I want to bring the Cyclops. Forget about it.
Well, let you. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna play it safe. We're gonna play it safe.
Yeah, let's play it safe. I want to bring the Cyclops anyway.
So I'm gonna be using. So this is like the first time back in a little bit. I want to make sure I'm coming out swinging. So I'm gonna bring the Mauler KO. I'm gonna put them probably in something close combat because I am expecting to get jumped right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
So perhaps we should drop them in.
Hell, I'm bringing it.
Banshees.
Yeah, you can do that.
Something with some nasty close range capabilities, so that you know they drop in, we drop in, and it's bing bang boom. Big fight right off the bat.
How do you do this game again? Oh yeah, okay. Go.
Let me check my my weapon groups real fast because, like I said, it's been a moment.
Never mind.
Okay, so it's. Wait, why are these like that? Good thing I checked those. Okay, so double autocannons are 1. Autocannon single fire is 2. Missiles are here. Okay, there we go. It's gonna take a moment. Okay.
I swear we know how to play this game, I swear.
I sure hope we know how to play this game because like I mean like right off the rip I'm sending us into like the big fights.
It'd be such a bad idea. But anyway.
There is a good chance that this could be a bad idea. Oh, I also need to change my audio.
We're gonna get attacked before the mission. I just have a feeling. We're too far away from the base.
Well, fortunately they're talking, so I've got a little bit of time.
Maybe not.
There we go. I mean, if they don't attack us in the beginning, I'm not upset with that. I'm not unhappy.
Oh, we get the buddies.
Okay, so this is lasers, guns, missiles, and what is my? This is melee. Okay.
Found a targeted asset. Move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure.
No.
Right off the bat, that's like a welcome back to MechWarrior gift.
Ammo.
Excellent find, Commander.
No, it wasn't actually.
Beginning recovery now.
Actually, quite.
Okay, never mind. Oh no, it was a light rifle. I thought you said it was. For a second, I thought you were serious about it being ammo.
No. We have a rifleman and an awesome here. I actually quite like that awesome, the 8T.
Glad you could make it, Commander. Scouting reports detail hostile forces are.
He's elite too, so I mean, hopefully he can hit something.
Nothing on scopes at the moment, but don't.
There's literally things on scopes.
Hostiles have been reported in the area.
You lied to us.
Perimeter has been breached. Hostiles on the approach.
I can't see what I'm shooting at, but I can lock onto it. That's the important part.
That's below a hill. I'm hitting nothing. Oh, do not press night vision. That is not healthy for your eyes.
Oh, looks like they're here. They're here. Like slightly behind. Okay, they're right behind us. Well, that's kind of not the worst, considering that we were kind of prepared for that. I'm just gonna tell them to attack the first thing that
lands.
Yeah, it looks like it's that. I'm on the Hunchback.
I'm on it too.
They're jumping our guy, so I'm gonna go on to one of these.
I go Stalker.
Yeah, I'm on the Stalker as well. Oh, he's taking a beating. Wow. Oops, I'm blowing you up. Onto the other Stalker.
Focusing target.
I'm in your way, probably.
Okay, one of our allies is taking a beating. Okay, so the Banshee was completely destroyed, basically.
Wow. Send him away.
Okay, F4, F3, put him over here.
Commander.
New target, Javelin.
I mean, not too surprising, honestly, with like the amount of enemies that like we're all just combined focus fire on him. I wish he didn't do both of his side torsos, but that was like kind of like, what is he doing? I told him to go away. Hold fire.
Copy. Relocating.
Let me get this guy out of here.
Target eliminated.
Target acquired.
Well, now I'm glad I took all of those C-bills in repairs.
Absolutely.
I mean, as long as we don't take a whole lot more damage, all of that combined could be in the range of 2 million, meaning we would like recover our money.
Watch where you're shooting, damn it.
There's a pretty good chance we already have those weapons
Nice
anyway.
kill, Commander. It's going crit.
You know what I could do? I could tell him to.
Entering the combat zone's perimeter.
I'll tell him to
Ready for
stay
additional
inside the
contacts.
base. Go to location. Yeah, I'll tell him to stay inside the base.
If he's not going to behave.
Well, because you know, we don't know what direction they're going to attack from. Like, I could tell him to hide, and then the place they hide, he's like, "Oh, that's actually where we're attacking from, asshole."
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I see you found a Zeus over there.
Target destroyed.
I mean, I feel like we killed those mechs pretty quickly too. It's just that,
Yeah,
like, you know,
yeah.
I mean, what? It's just there's just only so much you can do when,
At the requested position, Commander.
you know, when the enemy is focusing on your, focusing you down. There's only just so much you can do.
Nice kill,
Oh my
Commander.
God! Like
That
the
mech went
why does
quick,
the
too.
why does the Mauler KO just hose people
Nice
down?
kill. It's going critical.
The Mauler
Has
KO is
spotted
just like
additional
cleaning house
targets,
right now.
Heading along a trajectory that intersects with your position.
Target destroyed.
So I have a question from Nesso7. Have I tried doing LRM 15s? I mean, I could, but then I would just lose firepower because I just want to shoot more missiles. Especially because I'm doing Artemis, and Artemis already is 1 ton heavier. I just want to shoot more. Like, if I drop the weight, I guess I could have more ammo or something, because I already have maximum armor. My heat is solid. Like, I could load on some more heat sinks or something, but, like, I just,
Target acquired.
I don't know what I would do. For saving the space, I don't know what I would want more of. Because, like, right now, like, I feel like it's pretty good. And right now, I want to launch more missiles.
Looks like you've got their attention. I'm showing multiple hostiles incoming on your position.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
I feel like I would need another ton of AC5 ammo in this mech, actually.
The best I could do for energy weapons would be medium lasers, which, like, would I rather have medium lasers, or would I rather have 5 more missiles or 10 more missiles? And the answer is I'd rather have 10 more missiles.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target
Because, like, the only point of the lasers is for, like, very close range defense. Like, that's the reason I have. The lasers are just there in the event something gets really close to me. Just a little bit of extra damage.
In the vicinity. Be on the lookout for further hostiles.
Damn it. Fuel supply has just been destroyed.
destroyed.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Target acquired.
Confirmed the med kill. Exploded as
We are
evidence.
hosing these guys down.
Yeah, and like I said, like, this is a good example here. It's like, if I had the medium lasers, I could possibly do more damage. Because here's the thing, medium laser is not strictly better than small laser. Medium laser does the same amount of damage as small laser. Its only advantage is in the additional range. But, like, it's not really my plan to get all that close. And if I do get close, it's usually like right now. Like, these enemies are way faster than me. So it's perfectly fine that that I'm in small laser range at the moment.
Supply house has been flattened.
So, like, it's like, there's a very specific range where they would be just perfectly in range of me.
Enemy fire.
And, I mean, that it does exist. That range does exist. It's 400 meters. 400 meters does exist. But basically, to get that, like, special 400-meter range, I would have to give up 10 missiles. And, because, like, this thing's main attack range is, like, 1,000 meters. That's where it's planning to fight at.
Target destroyed. Target
And, like, right now, it's like, does it seem like this mech is, like, that's one of the questions I'd ask. Is, like, does this mech seem to be struggling with like, you know, the issue right now of having, like, not having the medium lasers?
Good word.
Well done, Commander.
Did it survive?
The area
Oh,
is
he did
secure.
survive.
That's why I like the AC-5s, though, because, like, the AC-5s are also really good up close. Like, the AC-5 is a really good bridge weapon where it's really good at long-range bombardment, but especially because I'm using burst fire. I'm using burst fire so that it's, like, a little easier to use up close. So if the enemies get up close to me, I can still just, like, bash them down with the AC-5s up close. So let's see what our damage cost was due to the, let me grab these medium lasers, because I have a feeling it's going to need some of those.
It's more expensive than you think.
And we'll take this. Maybe I can actually get... Yeah, okay, I'll take the 2 mechs, and we'll salvage the 2 mechs.
He literally had 2 armor on the back and 20 structure left. That guy is like an AC-20 away from death.
Well, the point is that he didn't die, and since he didn't die, like, that's actually... The body repairs aren't that expensive as long as you don't lose a... If you don't lose a leg, a torso, or a head, then, like, your body repairs aren't that bad.
Yeah, and to be fair, the head normally isn't too expensive. It's a little nastier than an arm, but it's normally not too bad. It's just all those tier 4 medium lasers that are kind of sad.
Okay, so... We can move... Okay, I do know that there is supposed to be a... What, I know I salvaged something. What did I salvage? What did I salvage? I'm certain we salvaged a mech.
Enforcer and a Javelin are at the bottom of on the left side.
Oh, okay, I'm looking in the wrong place. Like, I forgot how to play the game for a moment. We'll take you...
It's been a while.
And you... Okay, and let's go grab this hero mech, because, like, we're trying to pick up the ones that we're missing.
When we were in the industrial zone, let me know and I'll repair the other Banshee. Cyclops, Cyclops, Cyclops.
It is the hero cataphract.
Okay.
Man, we are going to be super broke, but, I mean, the only way to get the one we want is to continue buying the ones we don't want.
It's actually quite a good mech. You could have 3 AC-5s on that thing.
Oh, wow, 3 AC-5s?
That would be really good.
This is going to be the star of the, and it's got an extra light engine. This is going to be the star of the cataphract. It looks, it's even got a star. Wait, is this, this particular starburst looks a lot like the Star League symbol.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Very interesting. We're not using it, though, because this is not the cataphract playthrough. The cataphract playthrough will be for another time. Let me see. When did you put the repair? Did you put the repairs on when we made it into the industrial?
For the 3 mechs that weren't like completely destroyed, yes, but for the Banshee that wasn't, the Banshee was totally destroyed. I just put it on there now, and it's 85 days, believe it or not.
Okay, and that's inside the industrial hub.
Yes.
Okay, well, we need more money. That's the most important thing. So, like, we need money.
We are Barukas.
Oh my god, this triple mission is against our ally, so we can't take that one. What about this triple mission? This triple mission is for Steiner, so, you know, they're not going to pay us very well. This triple mission, oh, perfect. It's a Federated Sun. It's Draconis Combined versus Federated Sun. This is exactly the kind of mission that I want to do.
Time to get slain.
Lycan Metal, welcome back to the show. Why can't about to say, like, why can't I see the chat? It's, like, kind of dimmed out.
Like a Metal, the hilarious thing about it, so did I. I had Twitch sitting open on my screen as well.
Oh, I mean, I do everything I can to let people know where I'm going to stream, but like it can be very easy to fall into habit.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, that's why like I posted the wrong thumbnail because I just completely forgot that that's what was going to happen. So we need to make money because currently we are just getting absolutely demolished by hero mech prices. So. Oh, apparently we have a mission here to get... Well, I guess we have a lot of work to do here. This mission looks like it's going to be pretty crazy. We've got a defense mission, an infiltration, and a targeted kill.
Ooh, nasty.
And infiltration is going to be kind of strange. I mean, once again, we can just kind of grab the objective and leave, but...
that sounds like a Trebuchet LG kind of problem.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Let's see, do I want to let some of these mechs repair? I think I do.
Maybe the Sidewinder as well.
I'm gonna let everything repair except for the big one.
Yeah. Just let it do its thing.
And while we're here, we can pick up this bonus objective as well. So, we need money. I mean, I feel like there's... is there more money in... Where is the money gonna be? Is the money gonna be in salvage? The money could be in salvage just because it's gonna roll over.
What's the first mission type?
It is a... It's gonna be defense, then infiltration, and then targeted kill.
I'd go salvage, money, or salvage, and then money at the last one because you could carry the money over from the second one.
Okay, so I'm gonna do salvage and some damage coverage, and then I'll move our damage coverage down as necessary, and then the next mission we'll just go heavy money because I don't anticipate us killing anything.
and only take a mech at the end of this mission if we need it for a job. Which I don't think... Oh, well, we need to collect Blackjack, BJ3, and the Centurion. I don't think we're going to see them, but collect them, because I would expect the targeted kill to have a pretty good mech at the end. Oh, my pilot's injured. What the hell?
Yeah, must have got, like, dinged on the head or something like that. So for this one, we don't have the Merc intervention, so instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the fire support, because, like, we brought the short-range mechs before because I was expecting to get jumped, which was true, we did get jumped. And like I said, I think that's just the best they could have done, especially since we haven't played in, like, going on a month. But, I think that's fine.
I'm just going to bring the old KC.
And for another defense mission, I think I'm just going to use the Mauler again. Like, I think that's perfectly fine.
I think that's quite an effective team.
So Ness says that the Cataphract is pretty nice. 3 AC5s. Yeah, that one is probably going to be, like, the star of the show. Like, 3 AC5s by themselves, I would be totally...
It currently has 2 AC5s and an AC10, so you drop that AC10 down to an AC5, you have room to mess around with other stuff.
Like, that's what I wish the Marauder was. If the Marauder had 3 AC5s, I would probably love the Marauder.
Damn. But, there's got nothing on 4 heavy rifles, so...
Just cross the perimeter, Commander. They're heading your way.
Like, if I had to pick what my favorite weapon is, it would probably be AC5.
I bet that Cataphract has, like, barely any ammo.
Probably has 1 ton of ammo.
I guarantee it does, yeah.
Oh, with my new lock-on range, I can hit things at 1,400 meters. That's so good.
I think it didn't survive long.
Target destroyed. New target Blackjack.
Our broke-ass Commando 3A ally is approaching. So I don't think we have a release date on the clans yet, but one thing I'll say is it's going to be interesting because, like, about clan LRMs, because clan LRMs don't have the problem of having a minimum jamming distance. Like, clan LRMs can shoot straight forwards because basically Innersphere LRMs require a vertical launch trajectory. That's how they're designed, but they don't have that problem with clan LRMs.
New target Javelin. acquired.
Bad news, Commander. More hostiles inbound on your position.
These are
Get
all
ready for some
elites too.
company.
Wow. You can see that damage resistance they have for being elite.
Oh, we got a Banshee and something else.
Currently,
Yeah,
I've got a
right.
lock on this guy, so I'm just gonna like continue shooting at things.
I'm gonna waddle my fat ass over to the Banshee. Oh, we got a bunch of helicopters.
Okay, I can deal with that real fast.
Yeah. Not my forte, unfortunately.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I am the anti-aircraft vehicle at the end of the day. Okay, now I got a lock on him. Have some missiles.
Damn.
New target Jaegermech.
That's side torso.
I'm afraid to shoot because I might hit the factory, and this is the kind of factory that really comes apart.
Okay, that guy's dead. Oh, I didn't realize we were defending one of those.
Yeah, we got to get rid of that Jaeger mech before he mincemeats our stupid factory.
Luckily, he's trying to shoot a pop-up turret that hasn't actually popped up yet, so that's good. Oh no, he's changed his aim now. Really?
I'm trying to get a lock on some of these idiots, but I can't maintain a visual on them so far. This light hill is so working against me right now. Okay, here we go. Let's get this Kintaro. There I go. I got his attention. Another Kintaro. All elites, too. Holy crap. What's up with all these elite pilots? Okay, both the Kintaros are toast.
If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
Target destroyed.
It's like everybody makes fun of the Mauler, but like I think the Mauler is possibly the best general purpose assault mech.
I mean, that KO, you can see the stats at the end of the mission. It is a nasty mech.
It's like as close as you can get to like a clan Omni mech due to its like it has really nice hardpoint distribution.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not very fast. Like clan mechs tend to be pretty. You know, there are slower clan mechs, but most clan mechs tend to be fairly nimble on their feet.
Target destroyed.
Oh, this guy letting them have it. And let me tell you another thing: the Artemis upgrades. Oh, this guy is basically crippled. Let me switch targets. Like that. That Jaeger mech is basically.
Yeah, I kind of saved the sides off.
Kill that walker.
Target destroyed.
Like, let me tell you, the Artemis upgrade is so worth it. Like, the missiles are so dramatically more accurate. Like, it makes such a big
Tangos appear
difference.
to be bringing in additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
Really?
Our assigned mech target.
No,
is on
not
the
over in
field.
the corner.
Let's take it down.
New target.
Really?
It is an awesome. I'm gonna tell our longbows to get on them. Like, I'll be really mad if our two longbows can't beat that thing.
New target Trebuchet. Target acquired.
Oh wow! Yeah, I saw his
Additional
armor's
forces
gone.
entering the engagement area, Commander. Be on the lookout for them.
Target destroyed.
Okay, they're running out of bodies this end.
What was there? 6 enemies?
New
They have not
target,
even-
Grasshopper.
Not even 1 damage on that. Awesome.
I think the awesome is derping out. So it may not be like the end of the world if they're struggling to get a lock on it. Yes, jump jets. That's what's going to happen.
There's the commander skill. It's about to explode.
Who's bombarding me? Who is doing that?
Okay, I've weakened enough that they'll finish it off. I assume. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm working on these last group of
Facility
enemies.
is suffering heavy damage, Commander. Get in there and engage as many targets as you can.
Acquired.
Oh, really? A Lucas 1M. Wow.
Destroyed.
Congratulations, Commander.
Oh, good job.
These people owe their lives to you.
Well, a good start to the triple mission. Let's see what we can rake in for salvage. Maybe I can get one of the ones, if you headshot any of them, they'll probably have a good sale price.
I did not. I definitely didn't headshot anything.
Oh, let me see here. What's gonna sell good? This. I'll let the rest roll over.
I feel like really rusty.
Well, I mean, like I said, we haven't played in a long time,
Extreme
so,
weather
you know.
conditions will interfere with your
It
sensors
has been a
and
minute.
will most likely restrict visibility.
Okay, so for this
Be
one, I
careful
guess
out
we're just
there.
gonna go stealth mode. So I'm gonna go bring the LG. Oh, and then I'm gonna reconfigure our. So this is a big tip right here. I definitely recommend changing your. You can renegotiate in between the missions. Like that's a really big tip right there. So I'm actually gonna I'm gonna negotiate out of damage coverage, and we get to keep it. So I get to keep the damage coverage we haven't used, and I'm gonna negotiate out of salvage and into like pure money. But I also get to keep the salvage that rolls over as well. So.
Yeah, that's nice. Sets us up real good for the last mission. And we'll get to renegotiate for that one too. Funny.
Yeah, and then we can renegotiate a third time on that one. That's a pretty cool feature. I do like that in the game.
Yeah, me too.
Scout behind enemy lines. Follow the nav points and follow orders. Be quick and quiet.
It's too bad they're. I mean, I guess I'll have to see what the Raven hero mech is like. But if they had like a Raven that
Stay
was
away from enemy units to remain undetected.
really
Light mechs
fast,
are
then I
much
would
harder to
absolutely use
detect.
that.
Command your lance to hold fire as any attack will immediately raise an alarm. The client would also like us to deal with a number of other tasks in the area, but our contract only stipulates the completion of our primary objective. Complete them at your own discretion, Commander.
Acquired.
We already
Map
got like a bunch of
marks
mechs on the
location
radar and
of some
everything.
valuable supplies that our employer would like liberated. Our client would like us to scout the
Oh my
opposed
God,
mech
I
forces
get-
while
shut
we're in
up.
the field. Attempt to sensor lock each mech you come across
one's a
without
little further
alerting them to
away.
your position.
But I should be able to use the Beagle active probe to sneak through people.
That battle mech is marked for destruction.
What battle mech? I mean, we don't have the.
Awesome.
I'm not gonna mess with any of that. Like,
That's
there are a ton of nasty mechs. Yeah.
I know. That was an awesome. I'm just gonna stay here and wait for you. Actually,
yeah.
we only need to target another 4 mechs. Actually, we would have that finished, but well, who cares?
I think you're in the clear. No alarms raised. The target is calling for help, but is having trouble getting a signal out. Eliminate them quickly.
Like, you ain't
Data
calling for
transfer
shoot.
complete.
Okay, I'll
That's
take us
not
out.
something that should just be laying around.
All right, I'm just gonna wait here because there's nothing detecting me. So get me out of here.
Just give me 2 minutes.
It's like so funny. It's like easy money. It's just like, let me just go in and just get like a quick 6 million C-bills.
For collecting.
We've completed
What
our
exactly?
scans on the target's local battle mech
It's like a quick
The client will
6
be
million
pleased.
C-bills. It's all good.
Such a dumb mission, honestly. They need to get rid of that.
Yeah, I mean, I get what they were trying to do, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Oh my God, we got 9.7 million C-bills for that.
Ridiculous.
Wow. I mean, like I said, it works for me.
Damn, I screwed up my pilot. That was stupid.
Not a penny. Not a penny in repairs. Let me get Raptor in here, and I don't know. I'll give you green wood.
Greenwood?
Looks like I need to recruit a few more 60 pilots. Looks like we are running low. Okay, so for the next one, let's go ahead and renegotiate again. This one's an assassination. So assassinations can get a little ugly.
How much salvage will that leave us with in total?
96.
That's mad. Which is like every mech we kill.
Also, the environment is ice, so it's a cold environment. Let me see. Oh, also, we need to sell some of these mechs off that we... yeah, I don't need you. I'll put you guys into here. What am I going to use? As much as I'd love to use the Mauler just over and over and over again, I'm probably not going to do that. Oh, I know what I'm going to use. I'm going to use, like, the Banshee Destroyer. The medium pulse laser Banshee.
It is a nasty mech as well.
And what am I going to have them use? I might just do, longbows again. I don't think I have a problem with that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put them in the longbows. And, because, like, these were the mechs that we were assigned to test to see how good they would perform, so, you know, I'm totally fine with that. Like, honestly, like, after testing, I will say, I think I do prefer the Banshee over a lot of the other assault mechs for, like, the super heavy, like, you know, like, the 100-ton area.
Yeah, it's a really good mech. It's just the options you get to put on it versus, like, an Atlas or something, where the hard point distribution feels really scattered.
It also just feels harder to kill as well. Like, I feel like Atlases are really easy to destroy, while Banshees just seem much more... Maybe it's just the way their body is shaped. Like, the Atlas feels like it's, like, all center torso, and just every shot hits the center torso.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
I feel like we might get that experience with the,
Looks like we're at the wrong place, Commander. Our target must have given us
no shark there.
Let's check out the other locations.
So our first enemy is a Shadowhawk. Sure, why not? He's just getting absolutely pummeled right now by our... What do you call it? Longbows.
Copy. We're on
I'll let them. I will let them pummel them.
Target destroyed. Target
This is the perfect environment for this Banshee as well, because it's like all of the pulse lasers.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't sold on pulse lasers until I put them all on the Banshee.
It feels like laser banks are just just totally underrated. Like, having just a ton of lasers, like medium lasers in particular, are just really overpowered.
It's not fancy, but good gravy. Like,
just shreds. I noticed it first with the Black Knight. Actually, no, that's a lie. I noticed it first when I got shot by the 4P, the Hunchback 4P.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's a... Speaking of the Black Knight, there it is.
Mech incoming.
Well, I'm going to assign them to attack it. I mean, we're already doing... Oh, look how much damage it's taking. We're barely even... Yeah, I didn't even get in range for my pulse lasers.
It's just gonna hooves down. I'm guessing this is not... Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay.
What a surprise! It was in the final location. But if we did it in reverse, they wouldn't have been there, I bet.
Yeah, probably not.
They would have been at the one we just went to. It also means all targets are going to be in one place, so it's going to be a bit of a fight.
We could maybe climb up that mountain.
That's true. I'm mainly worried about a dropship attack from behind us. That's the main thing that's kind of on my mind.
But it just means we can use the mountain to cover ourselves.
Package acquired.
I mean, if we get into a really ugly fight, my armor is basically fresh, so I can definitely lead the attack on an ambush.
True, that's true.
Target acquired. destroyed.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them to stop on top of this hill.
A rifleman? Around him? I'm just gonna hide behind this hill while you start shooting a little bit. There was a light mech there, I didn't see what it was though.
It is a Jenner.
Target acquired.
We're all elite pilots as usual, so they're like...
Highlander and something else.
So they're not taking a whole lot of damage.
Target destroyed. Target
Those
acquired.
must be the targeted mechs.
Watch yourself.
Highlander, Atlas.
Oh my god, that guy just...
Incoming missile.
So sad for him.
I'm just going for this first Highlander.
Target Alpha has
We
been
got him.
neutralized.
They're focusing on me right now. I'm gonna dip behind the mountain. Oh, behind us.
Yeah, I see it.
They
Okay,
haven't
let's-
dropped yet, so we might be able to knock out some of them. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to charge forward, and let's just try to finish these guys off.
Joining.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I have all
Okay, they're
targets
clear.
showing up
Now
as
we can deal with the guys
KIA on
behind us.
scopes.
Champion,
Great work.
Vulcan.
We
Jaeger mech, it
fulfilled
has to
our
die
contract,
first.
Commander. Let's get you out of here now.
I see the Jaeger mech.
Reposition successful, Commander.
My armor is still pretty good, so I don't mind leading the attack here.
New target Vulcan. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Intercepting them. They are on our support mechs. I'm on them in return.
Yeah, they're attacking me,
Target
which is okay.
destroyed.
I don't. I've changed.
Target destroyed.
Good night.
Nice work, guys. Let's
Pulling in
escape.
behind you.
I have to say, my Cyclops took a really nice damage distribution now.
Yeah, it looks like they were really after you on that one. I'm surprised they weren't after me, and I'm surprised they weren't after the longbows. That's what I was worried about.
They don't ever seem to focus fire it too badly.
I mean, part of the problem is, like, you know, like, I'm always worried they're going to get hit just because their arms are so easy to hit. Like, they tend to take a lot of damage on the arms. Yeah, like, this Banshee model is great. I really like the,
New
Oh, they
target
snuck a bad guy
Javelin.
in.
Target acquired.
about to say, come on, guys, just launch a few missiles.
Target
He's almost dead.
destroyed. Target acquired.
All right, this should be a good payday. I mean, if we could salvage some of those assault mechs, we got 96 salvage shares. If we could get a few of those assault mechs, like, that's gonna be in, like, we'll be making some decent cash right there.
Making some bank, yeah. Oh no.
Nickel and dime to double. Oh, what is this?
Oh no. Oh no.
What is this?
We're not. We're.
Can we at least use all of our? We might be able to use all our salvage shares.
I mean, there's a lot of heat sinks there. To be fair, that really sucked. Wow.
What kind of mission was that? Besides
The
the
type-
worst kind.
The type that scammed you.
Let me see if I'll finagle some of this stuff here. I guess I'll take that Streak SRM. Whatever. What a ripoff. We killed so many mechs too. We killed so many of them. What kind of crap was that?
I guess it just doesn't matter.
Damn, you shelled out some damage in that one.
Yeah, that mech. I like that mech.
I can't believe that. That was garbage. I mean, like, overall, we still salvaged a lot of stuff, but still. Okay, let me pawn off some of this junk. What a ripoff. Get rid of this. Did we salvage any assault mechs? Well, we're kind of back to where we were in terms of money. We recovered the money that we lost from the, Uh-oh. Are you ready to go Broketh again?
Yes.
Because I found another hero mech.
Cyclops.
All right, here we go. Survey says... Oh, it's the Cyclops.
I've been saying that for every single one we have seen since the start of this game.
Well, I mean, eventually you have to be right. Eventually, just due to the nature of things, eventually you have to be right. So here it is. Oh wow, it even looks like a it looks like the kind of color scheme you even used in the past. So here we go. This is the Cyclops S. The S stands for Sleipnir. If you're not as familiar with Norse mythology, Sleipnir was Odin's horse, a six-legged horse. The weird thing is, it's got a lot of Irish, Celtic symbology. Like this knot right here, this is not a Nordic knot. That's absolutely a Celtic knot right there. In fact, these kinds of designs in general seem more like Celtic artistry rather, because like the one of their art styles involved these kinds of geometrical knots. So like, you know, I'm not sure what they're going for there, but oh look, there's a raven. The raven is obviously a reference to either Moonin or Hugin.
I think I'll be find it in.
I thought it had barcodes right though. I thought, like, what are you gonna scan this and like, oh, just like going to the shopping mall or something?
I think I'll be found it in Cretan space as well. It makes it a little bit cheaper. Let's have a look at you.
Okay, so that was one of the big objectives, because our goal is to get one of every Cyclops, one of each of the mechs that we were assigned to study. So here you go. There is your Cyclops S.
Do you know what? I'm actually not going to change much with it. I might just leave it as it is. Honestly, that's like 2 ghost rifles, 3 medium lasers. Might get rid of the SRM4.
Upon closer inspection, it seems like the Cyclops S is basically a super model of the 11. Of the 11P.
Yeah.
Because if we look at the 11P, 2 ballistics, a few lasers, and a missile. This one has 2 ballistics, 3 lasers, and a missile. So it seems to be a very, similar kind of model. In order to make it possible, it's equipped with an extra light engine. That's the most important one of all. Like having the extra light engine, that saves more space than any of the other upgrades. So you're always looking for that extra light engine. But it also has endo steel. Endo steel is the second best one. So it basically has 2 of the best, internal structure upgrades. It maintains its speed of 64.8 kilometers, which is not surprising. It's about what I would expect. So basically it's the same engine it would normally have, just on an extra light system. And very heavily armored, 544 armor, very close to its maximum armor. So overall, it looks pretty good.
I've dropped the SRM and a double heatsink. This mech does not need that many double heatsinks for 2 ghost rifles, and I have added 2 assault knuckles and just finagling the armor a little bit, and I think it's a pretty good go. I'm kind of want to upgrade the quality of these weapons as well a little bit, so I might do that too.
So a little bit of trivia about the Cyclops. So the Cyclops is known for its advanced computer, the Tacticon B2000 battle computer. However, the computer went lost-tech, and it's estimated that about 10% of Cyclops have a functioning battle computer. It also has an extremely advanced communication system, which is what these little antennas are. The communication system is so advanced that as long as the Cyclops has access to satellite coverage, the communication system is sophisticated enough for it to contact anyone on the planet. And the tactical computer, the Tacticon B2000 battle computer, is sufficiently advanced that the commander would be capable of managing an entire brigade of battle mechs. And a brigade is like, depending on, it varies from formation to formation, but a brigade is basically 2 to 3 regiments, and a regiment is 2 to 3 battalions, and a battalion is 3 companies, and a company, or it's 2 to 3 companies. There are different kinds of battalions, and then a company is 3 lances, and a lance is 4 mechs. So that gives you an idea of just how many battle mechs a single Cyclops, assuming the pilot were a skilled commander, would be capable of managing. So it's a very advanced piece of hardware. However, all of the Cyclops that we're operating are part of the 90% that do not have a functioning Tacticon B2000. It does, however, have the redundant head armor. So the Cyclops was given some redundant head armor because all of its sensory equipment is in the head, and it became a very common practice to target the head of the mech. Obviously, if they could kill destroy the head, they'd kill the pilot, but even if they could not destroy the head of the mech, any kind of violent shaking of the mech's head would frequently damage the onboard electronics. And so even if you didn't destroy the mech's head, you could damage the communications, you could damage the Tacticon B2000. So it just became a common counter strategy to the Cyclops to just aim for the head in hopes of damaging its equipment. So what they wound up doing was adding a redundant head sheath, essentially, which became known as the helmet, that just informally referred to as the Cyclops' helmet. However, a scientific inquiry was launched into the effectiveness of the helmets around the time of the Fourth Succession War, and it was discovered that the helmets did not help at all.
No.
Like, the impact of the weapons fire on the head would still damage the equipment, and it had the further problem that the helmet would obstruct the vision of the pilot, and it also had the possibility of fragmenting into shrapnel, which could further injure the pilot if the head of the mech continued to suffer damage, which was, like, as I said, a very popular strategy that enemies would employ against the Cyclops. What were you saying, Sheriff?
I don't think I was saying anything, actually, but I've refit the Cyclops just to give it a go. I want to try dual ghost rifles. I haven't used dual ghost rifles since the DNA, so we'll give it a go and see how it turns out. It needs to finish its thing. So I've dropped the SRM4 and I've upgraded the medium lasers Gauss and put some knuckles on, so I should help a little bit up close, and let's see how it goes.
Okay, well, in that case, it's time to earn some more money. Let me see if I can find another triple mission. When you want to earn money, look for triple missions, or, like,
Absolutely.
multi-missions.
I mean, especially if you can find one with some of the Merc outfits to attack as well, that would help.
Yes, absolutely.
So, Dara asks an interesting question. He asks if we've missed any questions of the day. No, you have not. However, do not fear, because I have a question for today. So, Fox, I want to ask you as well about, since it is a new year, and although I feel like we're a little bit late to the party since it's like, 5 days or 6 days into the new year, but reminisce on 2023 and tell me what you think was the best game that you played in 2023. Doesn't have to be a new game, doesn't have to be one that came out in 2023, just a game that you played. And I'll go first, since it's my question and I already have an answer. So in May 2023, I bought BattleTech. I had my experience with strategy games and turn-taking games like that wasn't that high, so I was a little bit nervous as to what to expect. However, I really enjoyed BattleTech, actually, so I was sort of racking my brain as to what I could say the answer. So for me, BattleTech was my game of 2023, despite the fact it didn't obviously come out in 2023. But that was a game that I played. Even though I haven't played it a whole lot yet, I'm getting more into it probably now than I did then. But yeah, for me, BattleTech was my game for 2023, and I'm curious what everyone else might think.
I'm gonna have trouble settling on a single game, but
Yeah.
I will talk about all of the games that left an impression on me. That said, we have found the next mission, and I'll talk about it in between and whatnot. But
Yeah,
this
no
is
problem.
a quadruple mission, even better. Quadruple mission. Of course, it's the Dragon versus the most hated Federated Commonwealth. The mission sequence will be raid with a rainstorm, targeted kill with snow, and assassination. The environment looks like we're going to be fighting in an arid canyon.
Okay.
So
Nice.
heat will probably be a little bit against us, but it'll also be a little against them. Well, I mean, it can't snow in these kinds of battlefields, so I'm guessing it's going to move us around. Let me go ahead and load things up, though. So, even though we got screwed by the salvage last time, I kind of don't care. I kind of feel like I'm going to casino. That's what I feel like. When I do these missions, I feel like I'm going to the casino when I do salvage. So, I'm just going to load up that maximum salvage shares. It's 42. We'll roll some of it over. It's not a maximum difficulty, but it's very close to it. 94 difficulty.
Yeah, do you know, honestly, I think the strategy might be if you take the salvage at the start, and then you end up with, like, a mission 2 or 3 giving you bad salvage, you can just roll it over. Whereas if you take it at the end, you're kind of gambling all in the final mission, perhaps.
Yeah,
so maybe the
I would say
strategy
that's absolutely the case.
is to take it at the front, perhaps. I might just take this, to be honest, for this mission. I'm just going to take this mech. I'm not going to change.
So, since this is a raid, I do feel like we will be able to use our long-range power. So I'm going to go ahead and have these guys once again in their missile formation, because that's been, we kind of tested the idea of how effective the longbow would be as an AI fire support, and so far they've done quite well in that role. So I think I'm going to be completely fine with that. And I kind of just want to bring. I'm just having fun using the Mauler. This is like my favorite mech. I just want to use it. How about that? Push the button.
You can't go back now.
So let me read some of the comments we got here. So Logan says he loves the Cyclops HQ in BattleTech because of all the extra benefits that you get. Yeah, absolutely. Ness says that he likes the Sleipnir with dual Ultra AC5s. Like, I think there's a lot of things to try with the Sleipnir. I will say that. Like, I would like to see a lot of different weapon systems on it personally. Like, because you know, it has large ballistics, so you can put almost anything you want there. Defiant MechWarrior says he likes to slow up 1 Gauss for an AC-20. That's an interesting idea. So 1 Gauss rifle and 1 AC-20. That sounds kind of curious. Like, I would not have considered something like that, but at the same time, I don't know. I kind of want to see it in action.
Yeah, why not?
Dara says he's asking about the question of the day. Then been really happen with dual medium rifles on the Cyclops. That's another. We haven't tried that either. I mean, that one could be interesting as well. Dara says that the big game that he was impressed by in 2023 was Cyberpunk 2077. How are you playing a 2077 game in 2023? Like, I think that there's some shenanigans going on there. Trey says for him it was Pokemon Scarlet. So he got Snoo Scarlet instead of Giga Chad Violet. I, on the other hand, got Giga Chad Violet instead of Snoo Violet. Or Snoo Scarlet. And I believe you said it was, for you, it was BattleTech. Like I said, there's a lot of games that I would have to consider. I mean, like, one of the games that I had fun with was just MechWarrior 5, and I'm not even saying that just to blow smoke up people's asses. I mean, I think just the quantity of hours I put into it, like, verifies that I enjoyed playing it.
And the quality of the DLCs they brought out this year were very good as well. And
I was very pleasantly surprised by the Dragon's Gambit. I was told by a lot of people that they felt it was disappointing, so I kind of went into it with a negative opinion on things, and I was very happy to see that it was just the opposite. I was quite happy with it.
I might be wrong in saying, but I do believe that the Rasselhaig DLC came out at the first part of this year as well, or last year as well, so you know, that does technically count as 2023 content too.
I detected some kind of a battle mech in the city. I think it had 2 dots, so I think it's at least
there was.
There was
a heavy mech.
It's a Warhammer.
And there was also I think I might have been a. Oh, there's actually 2 of them.
Can't wait for him to start overheating using his double PPCs
in the desert.
In the desert. Wow, they are really letting me have it right now.
Okay, there's actually a lot of mechs here.
It's like Warhammer land. It's like, you've heard of Warhammer 40,000, but there's 40,000 Warhammers in this base.
Your target is about to crit, Commander.
I will get back to answering the chat's questions after I thin some of these castles. I'm like, what are all these guys doing? Why don't you guys calm down?
Enemy mech eliminated.
Target acquired.
Okay, now I can... This guy is still trying to kill me!
Target destroyed.
Okay, Okay, like, why don't you guys calm down?
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
That was a lot. I mean, hopefully they spent most of their forces on this one base, because I'm like, that was a lot of enemies. Holy crap. I'm telling you guys to stop here. All right, let's see what chat's saying.
Kill confirmed.
Against the Storm by Beard Logan. Against the Storm is a rogue city builder. Very, very different. Like, I was like, a rogue city builder, huh? You know, oh, the diverse optics, diverse this. ONI and Battletech are seconds and thirds. Battletech is really fun. I do enjoy Battletech. I have like over 1,000 hours in Battletech.
Yeah, I was very impressed with it because it's not generally the style of game I play. Although, actually, strategy games have played a big part of my 2023. I've started playing Stellaris and Crusader Kings.
Stellaris is very challenging. Like that.
Very challenging.
That's
yeah,
like a
very advanced one.
that one
Crusader
takes a
Kings
lot of
too.
time to learn how to play.
Crusader Kings too.
Wait. Argo, we're being ambushed. We're being ambushed. They're dropping guys on our longbows.
Yeah, I'm killing a partisan heavy. Turning around. Another tank.
New
Let me
target
see what it
grasshopper.
is.
On my way. We got choppers. Choppers in the air.
Oh shit! It's a king crab.
Really?
Full firepower on the king crab.
I'll be dead by the time I get there, to be fair. These guys are doing a good job of it.
The crab's down.
We're on it, sir.
Target
Damage
destroyed.
report.
Pretty good.
Longbows are stable.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worked up on my side torso, which is really bad. If I lose my side torso, I lose like half of my firepower, so I'm probably going to be a little dainty going forward.
Yeah. My armor is looking pretty good, except from one arm, but like it's 2 medium lasers, who cares? So yeah, I'm happy to take the lead here.
So I'm going to get to Dara's comment in a moment. Let me see the other ones that are about like their favorite weapons and whatnot. Or their favorite games. So Ness says that they hope they come out with clans next. That they should be. I mean, oh, he might be talking about BattleTech. Yeah, unfortunately, I think support for BattleTech is basically over. He wants to see X-Pulse lasers. The last time I used X-Pulse lasers was literally in Mech Commander Gold. That is the last time I played a game that featured X-Pulse lasers.
Oh, you guys are slow. I'm just like
that was not considered modded content. That was not a modded game.
Yes.
So Dara has a challenge for us on our next normal campaign playthrough. How fast can we get the Night Star and see it in action? I think he's talking about the primary campaign.
Acquired.
I'm not against that.
I mean, we have a lot of ideas for future playthroughs. Like, we can do mech focuses, like what we're doing right now. We have the mech focuses. I've also was thinking about doing the jump jet playthrough. The jump jet playthrough will basically be we have to use mechs that use jump jets, and we have to use the jump jets. We also have an idea for the PPC playthrough.
Yes.
So, like, basically, we will be forced to use mechs that use PPCs, and in the beginning, if we don't get mechs with PPCs, that makes sense. But we'll have to move into Panthers and move into like basically only mechs that have PPCs after the beginning.
Yes.
And then, of course, like I said, we'll also do like Mech Star games where we pick like 2 or 3 mechs per weight class, and like we explore what they're capable of.
Commander's target, group up.
More Warhammer. It's like Warhammer. Like I said, this is Warhammer 40k.
They're about to crit.
And another one.
Nice kill over there.
Is this the Warhammer factory? Like what planet are we on?
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
There's a tank behind you guys.
Target destroyed.
Right there.
He's toast.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Okay, I'm gonna command the fire support lance further in the back compared to you.
Just be careful for any dropships.
Okay, so that's going to be a question what we're going to do a little bit later. We're going to play, like, the clan game, where we're going to, like, guess clan mechs and stuff. But, like, yeah, so games that really impressed me this year, obviously, like, I was impressed. I genuinely, like I said, I'm not just, like, blowing smoke up people's asses either. Like, I genuinely was impressed by MechWarrior 5. Especially because, like I said, I was kind of set up to have a negative opinion of things, because people said that, they were disappointed by the Dragon's Gambit, but I actually think it's their best DLC yet, and it's not just me as a Draconis Combined fan saying that. Like, the missions were honestly very, very unique and very fun. Defiant says there's going to be another DLC for MechWarrior 5. Hopefully they do even more. Like, I mean, I feel like there's still more room for more DLCs. Dara says there's lots of different combinations you can have lined up. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I can still do without, like, there's another idea I had for a playthrough is stock mechs only, where basically we can upgrade the weapons to a higher quality, or we can flip them from their forms, from like single fire to burst fire, but like we cannot deviate from what the intended weapons are on that particular battle mech. So, like, we can't change the armor, or the heat sinks, or the ammo, or anything else. All we can do is just add better, higher quality weapons on. So, basically, the stock playthrough. Oh, we can get that King Crab. And so out of all of those Warhammers we squished, only, well, you know what? This King Crab isn't much more valuable than this Warhammer. This Warhammer is way cheaper, and it's like worth 1 million less.
Take it.
And I'll take this grasshopper as well. But really good damage, like, you know, that's money in the bank, like barely any damage at all.
Commander. It'll compromise your visibility.
Put these guys in the box.
Yeah, that's right. There is a final DLC to come out, I think, and it literally just says Q1 2024, so anything between basically now and the end of March, I guess. And they've been pretty good at. There was one DLC, I don't remember. It might have been Call to Arms. They were a little bit slow in getting Call to Arms out, but all the rest of the DLCs have come out, you know, within a time frame that they said. I'm very curious what the final DLC could be. I think you mentioned before maybe.
Solaris. That's my money.
Yeah,
my money's on Solaris 7.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, to be honest.
I mean, I think a Solaris 7 would add a lot of replayability to the game. Like, I think, especially a well-executed Solaris DLC, I think that would be, like, kind of that would add so much replayability, because it would encourage you, because the way Solaris works is there's different mech weight circuits, like kind of like how there's boxing, there's different boxing rosters based on how heavy the athlete weighs. They do the same thing. So there would be a light mech competition, a medium mech competition, a heavy mech competition, and an assault mech competition, and that would give you, just that concept alone would give you the reason to search for like the most badass high performance light mech and just soup it up with the best weapons, the best upgrades possible, and that would be a great excuse to do that. And same with a medium mech, just search for the most badass medium mech you can find, and the best equipment, the best upgrades, and as well as the fact that since it's basically free-for-all dueling, you know, one-man free-for-all dueling is typically what Solaris looks like. You know, the mechs you use could be quite different. Like, melee could play a big role. They could also do something like make you fight unique enemies. Like, you could fight enemies that have custom... they could have personalities, like maybe they have different pilot voice lines and everything, like because you're fighting specific people. They could give them unique mechs, like hand customized mechs, so that even the enemies you're fighting are a little bizarre. Like, there's so much they could do with a Solaris 7 DLC, as well as like they could have like a funny announcer, you know, and everything. It's like, or like a charming. They could have different announcers. Like maybe they could have a different announcer for each house. And and even then they could have like legends of the Solaris arenas as well, like because there are pilots like Gray Noten. He is the Legend Killer, which is what the mech is named after him. Like you know, he dies at a certain point in time within the time frame of MechWarrior 5, but not in the beginning. He should be alive in the beginning of the game. So like there's a lot of stuff that they could do.
Yeah, and It'd be interesting to see if they brought in a PvP aspect, like an online PvP aspect to that you could like fight your friends or whatever.
I
that
don't
would
think
be
they'll
another
do
thing.
that from the perspective that they already have that in MechWarrior Online.
Yeah, I suppose that's a fair point. Yeah, that's a fair point.
But yeah, but I mean, there's just a lot that they could. Like I said, there's a lot they could do, and all of the MechWarrior mercenaries have had Solaris in it. MechWarrior 2 mercenaries has Solaris in it. It's not very extensive, but they do have Solaris in MechWarrior 2 mercenaries. And MechWarrior 4, there's only 2 mercenaries game. Well, there's 3. There's MechWarrior 2, 4, and 5. MechWarrior 4 mercenaries also has Solaris, which is much more extensive. And then MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries is the only MechWarrior Mercenaries game to not have a Solaris game mode. Let me read the debriefing real quick. So this is another raid, and it looks like it's in a temperate forest. I'm gonna knock our, so like I'm gonna keep our hazard, or our hazard, not hazard pay, our damage cover, our insurance to about 2.5 million C-bills. So I'm gonna scale it back a little bit and add more into money. We got 42 salvage shares, and
sell those mechs if you haven't already done it.
oh, let me move them out. Yeah, I'll move them into the bin.
Maybe you already did.
Okay, I already moved them in the, okay, we're already moving them in the bin. I'm gonna use,
I'm like, you know, speaking about Solaris 7, I'm kind of like on board with you. I say I'm 80% convinced of that, but there's still like 20% of me thinks Andurian Crisis.
They could do another story DLC because that's what they're comfortable with. Like they may stick with what they're familiar with as well. Like that's also a possibility.
Still, a part of me thinks that that's a big story that they need to like cover, but who knows? Maybe they won't.
I think I'm gonna run them in Cyclopses. I'm gonna put them in the Q variants, I think. So yeah, they'll go in close combat. I'm gonna take the pulse laser Banshee. Okay, so what are some other games that impressed me in 2023? World of Warcraft Season of Discovery. That's what I've been playing a lot in my offline. Like, I've got a lot of people in my community playing it. We got Eve playing it, Chubby Demons playing it, Damaku is playing it, Secret Asian Man is playing it. It's like... Oh, he's out of range. Ever so slightly.
Oh, that was a bit silly.
Oh, let's go south, I guess. So, like, that's what I've been playing, and, like, Season of Discovery has been, like, completely revitalized my interest in the game. Like, it's just, it's so much fun. Like, there are, you know, obviously there are going to be some naysayers, but I think they're out of their mind. Like, I can't put the game down. Like, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I was worried that the new abilities they added would make the game too easy, but they compensated by it by buffing up the enemies in the game to make them stronger, because the original World of Warcraft is known for being a bit more hardcore, and I didn't want the game to become softcore from them adding all these good abilities into it. So I've been playing that almost daily behind the scenes. Another game that really impressed me in 2023 was Armored Core 6. That was, in some senses, my first FromSoft game. I have played previous Armored Core games, but since FromSoft became, you know, really well known for the Souls series, which has been kind of a rebirth for their company, I have not played anything from them. So, in that sense, that was my first modern FromSoft game, and that was really, really fun. I liked it quite a bit. The one thing I will say about it is it's really tough, but that's what I like. I don't really like, you know, like, I don't feel like I'm alive unless I'm, like, spending 2 hours to beat a boss. Oh my god, I saw that center torso hit right there. Let's see if I can zap him out of here. An enforcer, huh? He's like just fast enough to stay out of my range.
Oh man, I clipped his arm. It's kind of hard to see this darkness, and the what do you call it? Doesn't help too much. The night vision.
He's behind the building. Like he's being very evasive. He's being very evasive. Did we kill him? No, he's in there still.
He's very weak.
Okay, he's done. But yeah, so Armored Core 6 was a whole lot of fun. It's similar to MechWarrior in the idea that the emphasis is on customizing robots. That said, it is definitely more of an action game. Like I would consider it a vehicle simulator rather than a vehicle combat simulator is what I would describe it as. Like it's basically something kind of like Ace Combat. It's not as simulator heavy as some robot games could be. But I don't think that's necessarily a problem. I think it is sufficiently simulator that you don't feel like you're playing as a human. Like some robot, like Titanfall, you don't really feel like you're in the mech. You just feel like you're in a giant human. And you don't really have that problem with Armored Core 6. Like I definitely feel like I'm in a vehicle that you have to learn how to operate. But it is very challenging. That said, like people ask me, do I think MechWarrior 5 is better or worse than Armored Core? And the answer is actually rather technical. On one hand, I think that the face value quality of Armored Core 6 is higher than MechWarrior 5. However, one thing about Armored Core 6 is it does not have any procedurally generated content, meaning once you've played the game, you've played the game. Like it will always be the same game, unless they add new DLC to it. Like I said, there is no procedurally generated content. So once I basically beat the game and got the highest marks on everything, I kind of felt like, I was basically done with the game, because every mission will always have the same enemies in the same configuration, the same bosses with the same abilities. Like there is nothing procedurally generated, and as a result, like there won't be any more surprises in the game. So overall, while I would say that sure, Armored Core is a higher quality first playthrough experience than MechWarrior 5, there is no doubt about it that I will have thousands of hours in MechWarrior 5 and only hundreds of hours in, Armored Core, specifically because of the lack of procedurally generated content. And that would be like, that would be my assessment of the game. Still, I was still very happy playing it. It's very rare for me to 100% a game, but that is a game that I did go for all of the achievements in.
Engaging beta target.
Target destroyed.
Another game that really impressed me.
Target destroyed.
Actually, are those all the games that impressed me this year? I don't know if there's any more games that impressed me now that I think about it.
Oh, Sons of the Forest?
I don't think Sons of the Forest, it was just fun, but it didn't, blow me away or anything.
Yeah, I'm the same.
It was, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't, it didn't have a lasting impression on me. That's the way I would describe Sons of the Forest. I'm just trying to think of what I even played in 2023. Sometimes it all just smears together in a blur. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think I'll settle on that. I don't remember if I played Deltarune or not in 20. I think Deltarune is no. Deltarune has to. It's because the sequel's never going to come out. I will die before Toby completes Deltarune. So yeah, there's no way it came out last year.
Beta target.
So what is are you committing to
Mech eliminated.
Battle or MechWarrior 5? Sorry.
The most impactful game for me?
Yes.
I would say the most impactful game for me was World of Warcraft Season of Discovery.
Well, there you go. You have your answer.
Yeah, it's like I said, I just can't put that down right now. And like I said, I got all my friends are on it and everything, so it's been
Feel good.
Yeah, it's been it's been really cool to roll with an entire squad of people again as well.
Yeah.
That's the last of the
We did pretty good
Commander.
then. I was starting to wear down a little bit. My arm was starting to turn orange. So how was the first test run of the Sleipnir?
I like it. Yeah, it's pretty good. To put it this way, it was so efficient at killing things. I didn't get to try the knuckles. That's how I would describe it.
A good problem to have.
A good problem to have. It also helps whenever you have that Banshee running alongside you. That thing is just silly strong.
So, We're gonna play the MechWarrior 5 Clans game, where what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at 20 tons, and we're gonna go up to 100 tons, and I'm gonna start thinking about mechs that will probably appear. Now, obviously, if people aren't familiar with clan mechs, that's going to be a little harder to do. And honestly, I don't necessarily know a clan mech for every 5 tons. But, you know, like, basically mech predictions that we're expecting to see in MechWarrior 5 Clans. Like, I was actually doing that last night with Paladin, because he knows the clan mechs a bit better than me. Let me see, what am I going to salvage here? Look at this. Centurion is worth 8 million, even though it's only worth that. That's a really good price. I'm going to take that one. That's a good price for a mech right there. I think I'll take this Jaeger mech as well. And then I'll let the rest of the salvage roll over. Okay, this is round 4, because this is a ×4 mission.
Visibility will be limited out there.
So starting at 20 tons, I actually don't know a lot of extremely light, what do you call it, clan mechs. But there is a clan mech that I do know is in the 20-ton category, and it is the Fire Moth, also known as the Dasher. I actually thought that it was a heavier mech. I thought it was a 25-ton mech. But the Dasher is there. It's a very bizarre-looking mech as well. So we'll presume that people don't know what all of the clan mechs look like. So where's the Fire Moth at? So like here's quickly what the Fire Moth looks like. You'll easily recognize the Fire Moth because of its very strange arms in kind of this upper position, like very odd-looking mech. But very, very distinctive as well. Like, very, very easy to see and recognize it. But, let me see. So the next mission is an assassination in an ice biome. Interesting. So that means we can go a little spicier. In that case, I think... Let me see if the longbows are ready. They are. Okay, longbows are coming back out. And what am I going to use? Maybe I'll use the short bow. I mean, because the ice is going to help me cool down, so like I might use the short bow here.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's what I think will be the 20-ton representative for MechWarrior 5 Clans. For 25. I actually don't know a lot of 25-ton clan mechs, but I'm pretty sure there is a Commando 2C, which is a clan upgraded Commando. And I do think that they should include the 2C models, mainly because for people who aren't familiar with the clans, they'll be like, oh, that's a Commando, that's cool. Like, it's like an upgraded Commando. I recognize that one.
This map is absolutely enormous.
Yeah, unfortunately. They couldn't cluster them together. Maybe we'll get lucky and all of... I mean, we won't get lucky. But maybe all of the mechs will be at this one place and then we can leave.
I was going to bring the King Crab as well, so that would have been a very slow walk around.
New target.
Okay, we got an Enforcer. Let me see if I can get a visual on him again.
Looks like we got some bad intel. Our target is not here.
Designating for our allies.
Target acquired.
Okay, he's not looking at me, so I'm not going to open fire immediately.
Lance target engaged.
Now I am.
I got the light. Firing.
Oh yeah, can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Target received. Engaging.
Oh,
You
man.
blew his head off, damn.
Oh, man.
Well, that sucks for that guy.
Get a face full of SRMs right there.
We're heading that way, sir.
Logan says that the one we got was the Lost Tech Centurion. Yeah. That's the that one's actually pretty good. I think it actually travels pretty quickly. Like
Yeah,
I think it's got a nice engine boost on it. So at 30 tons, like of course I'm gonna know the 30-ton clan mech is going to be the Kit Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it's got the name Fox in it, then that's how I'm going to remember it. So the 30-ton clan mech, it's got to be the Kit Fox, also known as the Uller. There is no way that it won't be that. I would be utterly shocked if it wasn't the Kit Fox. That's an extremely iconic clan mech as well. At 35 tons, it has to be the Cougar. Sometimes also called the Puma, which is really confusing since they're both cats.
What about the Clan Jenner?
Yeah, actually, yeah, they could use the Jenner 2C. There is a Jenner 2C.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they'll probably put multiple mechs in of every weight class, but yeah, they could absolutely put in a Jenner 2C and the Puma. Or the Cougar, I should say. Because, once again, that's a very, very iconic, like a very well-loved clan mech. It's also a very cool-looking one. Like, people really like the appearance of the Puma. So moving up to 40 tons.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm going to be biased here, but the Arctic Fox is like, you know, that's what I think is going to show up in the game.
Priority target received.
I mean, the Arctic Fox is my kind of mech, too. It just has a shitload of streak SRMs, so it's going to be really easy to operate. Is his back facing me? Unbelievable. Let me just let this guy have some SRMs. Of course, to no great surprise, the assassination target is at the final location.
3 million miles away.
So, moving up to 45 tons, there's really one option for 45 tons that I can think of. That would be the Shadow Cat. The Shadow Cat is another extremely iconic clan mech.
Okay.
It's a very well loved, you know, people love the look of it. So, like, it's got to be that. So, for 50 tons, they have to put in the Hunchback 2C. A Hunchback that has 2 Ultra AC-20s. That has to be a mech in the game. They also need to add in the Nova. The Nova is a big deal. Like, Nova, very cool looking, kind of unusual mech. It's actually a mech that can't rotate its torso very much. Like, its torso is not quite in a fixed forward position, but it can only move it, like, I think 30 degrees. For 55 tons, I believe the Stormcrow is a 55-ton mech. That would be, like, there's no way that won't be in the game. That is it's too recognizable.
Even I've heard of some of these, and I know very little about clan mechs.
The, defined as saying the Gauss Shadowcat, absolutely. The Gauss Shadowcat, a very, very, I don't think that's its primary model, but, like, it's a very, very common alternate variant.
You want to strat, Fox? Go you through this? Go you this way? And I'll go that way.
I'm just following you, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Also, I think at 50 tons you have the Conjurer. The Conjurer is another 50-ton mech that they could put in. So for 60 tons, the Mad Dog. There is no way the Mad Dog. How can it be a clan game if the Mad Dog isn't in? That's like an extremely, extremely iconic clan mech. At 65 tons, the Hellbringer. Once again, you cannot have a clan game and not have a Hellbringer in it. If you don't have a Hellbringer in it, then are you even a clan game?
Rifleman 2C?
The Rifleman 2C, I think they should definitely put the Rifleman 2C in.
It's a bit heavier than the standard one, isn't it? So it counts as a 65-ton mech, to my knowledge.
So what are the targets? We got an Atlas.
King Crab and an Atlas so far.
I'm gonna have them shoot this chopper down real fast.
And an awesome. I King Crab's getting.
Let's let him come to us, I think.
Repositioning.
Target acquired.
Is that Locust seriously an assassination target?
I'm on station, Commander.
Target Locust.
Location, Commander.
Target acquired.
Okay, here we go. Moving in on him. Give me those center torso shots.
Well-placed shot. A quick and painless headshot.
I don't know how painless that was. That might have been super painful for him.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Headshot.
destroyed.
With the sword? Jeez.
Yeah. No, it's actually with the puncher.
Alright, I got a lock on the Atlas with the tag.
He's very interested in me, I think. No, he's
Okay, he
not,
just switched to me. I got plenty of armor, though. I can take the heat. Oh my god, don't ambush him. Don't do it. Don't do it. This elite Atlas is like, oh, I'm gonna like hold on. He's like, he's holding
I'm
on.
getting zero reactor signature from the
Oh, they're
don't
behind
ship.
us, behind us,
Looks
behind
like
us,
we've got
behind
them
us.
all.
Bunch of light mechs.
We
Nothing
fulfilled
to worry
our
about.
contract, Commander. Let's
One of
get
our
you
guys
out
has a
of here
rear
now.
armor breach, so I'm gonna turn them around.
New target pen.
It's mad how much damage all those missiles do.
Reactor explosion.
I'm gonna get in front of them to draw their fire.
Target destroyed.
There we go, there we go, there we go.
On your loop.
Get chopped.
Alright, let's see what chat's talking about. You feel like they should play with the Grasshopper? Yeah, the Grasshopper is on the list for potential medium mech investigations. They haven't added all of the mechs into the... Yeah, that's true. They have not added every mech that would be viable in, you know, TRO 3039 into... I'd like to see the Flashman. That's like one of the mechs I'd like to see.
I want the battle cow. The quadruped thing that looks like a cow. It's
I want
so
the
funny.
Crockett. I don't know if... I think the Crockett is the thing. The Crockett looks really weird, but I want it because it looks weird.
There's another mech with a big shield. I kind of want it as well.
The Hollander? When was the Hollander invented? Let me see. Let me see when the
I don't know,
Hollander
but-
came out.
I wonder is that the one. I think there's like it's like one of them was built like for ceremonial purposes or
So
something.
the Hollander was made in 3054, so it wouldn't be viable for
Oh.
it's not. It's the wrong. It's the wrong. Wrong time frame for MechWarrior 5. They could add it in as another Inner Sphere mech though during the Clan Wars. Wow, that thing you headshot was worth a lot. 17 million. I want that then.
Yeah.
We'll let the rest roll over because we should have one more mission. Let all these repair. Throw you in the bin. Let me see what the final mission is. Final mission is back in the arid desert. Looks like it is another assassination. Yeah, so the Hollander 2 is slightly heavier. It's like a bit, like just so they could squeeze a bit more weaponry on it. Okay, so 65 tons. Like I said, the Hellbringer's got to be in at 65 tons. And I can't remember if the Novacat is a 65-ton mech or not, but you got to have the Hellbringer. But yes, moving into 70 tons, you have to have the Summoner, also known as Thor. You know, if you don't, the Summoner is like, I mean, it's literally in the opening cutscene from MechWarrior 2. How can you not have a Summoner? Like, the Summoner is probably one of the most recognized clan mechs alongside the Timberwolf, which would be the 75-ton representative, like, no doubt about it. You can't have a Timberwolf, also known as a Mad Cat, in the game. Like, how can you be a clan game without the Timberwolf, which is like the face of it's the face of the clans, like, just to simply put it. Damn, the Mauler KO is still being repaired. What am I going to use in this mission?
What is it again? Another.
Yeah, another assassination.
Assassination.
I kind of don't want to use the Banshee just because it gets a little... I don't know if I want to use it in a hot environment. So let me assign our allies first. So I'm going to assign them in some kind of a Cyclops. Maybe in the Z models? I'll assign them the Cyclops Z models. And then I will... I might run in the Cyclops 11P.
Yeah, it's good fun. Like that, mate.
So between us, we have 3 eyes now.
Damn.
Last check on our negotiations look fine. So 75 tons, they're going to have the Mad Cat. There's no doubt about that. At 80 tons, so I'm not as good on the assault mechs. Who is an 80-ton assault mech? I think the Man of War is an 80-ton assault mech. The Man of War, also known as the Gargoyle. Or the Gargoyle, also known as the Man of War.
If you find the acquisition,
cargo
just
right
walk
off the
up
bat.
to it in order to pick it up.
Gimme,
That's close
gimme.
enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
What do we get?
Cargo acquired.
A large chemical laser at level 3. It's interesting. Interesting is what I'll describe it as. But yeah, it's like it's hard to think of 80-ton assault mechs. It's like actually, I think the Marauder 2C. It's either an 80 or an 85-ton. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure the Gargoyle is an 80-ton. At 85 tons, the Warhammer 2C. It's actually like they put a little extra weight on it when the clans redesigned it. What else is it? Oh, the Warhawk. The Warhawk is an 85-ton mech, also known as the Masakari.
Target charger.
On the commander's target. I'm showing nothing on scopes.
At
The
90
commander identified
tons,
as our targets.
I believe
Move
on to
the
next nav
Executioner
point.
is a 90-ton mech, also known as the Gladiator.
As soon as I go.
He's like the hill is like cock blocking me.
Clean kill, sir.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
Someone mentioned the direwolf.
I got his leg.
That mech is scrap.
So yeah, 90 tons. I can really only think of one 90-ton mech, and that's the Executioner.
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up.
I mean, like there are definitely more than that. Like every tonnage has multiple mechs, but a lot of them I don't know them as well.
Kill confirmed. Package
Then for
acquired.
95 tons, you have the Turkina. In fact, the Turkina might be the only 95-ton clan mech that I'm aware of. Which one are we going to? Okay, let's go to this one down here.
I just thought you're walking in the middle of the tomb, do you know that?
Yeah, so like the Turkina would be my 95-ton representative. Then for 100 tons, there's definitely like, absolutely, they have to have the Direwolf. They gotta have the Direwolf. Like that is the clan's equivalent to the Atlas, even though they're the weapon configuration of the Direwolf.
Oh, here they are.
Oh, wow. Interesting. It's a king crab. Something hurt its leg really bad.
Me.
We might have more luck there.
Is that a Marauder too?
On our kill
No, it's
list.
not.
You know what to do.
Little mix. It's like a mixed lance. It's got a little bit of everything in it.
Confirm the
Oh
mech
my god, he just got
Explored it
pancaked.
as evidence.
He like looked at me and then just got blasted.
It's like, I am sad
Okay,
to
I'm
leave
crossing in
this
front of this.
life. Yep, let you do it.
Missile.
That guy is getting smoked.
Can you finish him? Okay, there we go.
Target acquired.
Drop ship.
Dropship, yeah, yeah, I see
drop
it.
ship,
See it,
drop
see it.
ship.
There's something with an ECM, so I get scrambled up.
Deployed near you.
I'm probably gonna hit him as they drop. Which one has the ECM?
That's Cyclops 11P.
Target destroyed.
Concentrating on the Cyclops.
Mech eliminated.
I'm gonna move our mechs because like I feel like they're kind of just drifting around. I'm gonna move them just kind of in the cover.
Repositioned, waiting for further.
New target Marauder.
A random Phoenix hunt with here.
What happened to that Cyclops or the what happened to that big king crab? We're under
It's
attack
still-
by the Phoenix Hawk.
Still somewhere over in his base.
Oh
Dead.
man, he got smashed.
In the air and all. What shot?
All right, I'm gonna start weaving my way into here. Looks like you're on him. All right, I'm on him as well.
There's King Crab.
Marauder 5D with the jump jets, trying to get fancy here.
Okay, headshot the King Crab. No, I'm not gonna shot.
We probably have the salvage for it as
Nicely
well.
done. I have all
I didn't even
targets
mean to
showing
either.
up as KIA
Hopefully they
on
do.
my scopes.
It
Great
should,
work.
it should salvage
We've
for a
got
lot,
like
I would
40
think.
something, so unless it's like 50-ish, then we should be okay.
It should
Okay,
salvage
yeah,
for a
yeah.
lot
So
together.
100-ton clan mech. So I mean, I got in the battle, so I had to like redevote my brain power to fighting rather than thinking. So yeah, we got the direwolf. After the direwolf, yes, absolutely. Nesso7 says the Kodiak. The Kodiak is probably the second most famous 100-ton clan mech. And one of the few clan mechs that carries some kind of a melee weapon, as the generally speaking, the clans don't really view melee as honorable. They view it as kind of like, you know, like primitives, basically, like only like unsophisticated primitives engage in melee combat. That's kind of like the perspective of the clans. But the Kodiak is one that kind of deviates from this because it actually has these claws on its arm, built onto its arms. Yeah, there's the Stone Rhino. I'm pretty sure Stone Rhino is also 100 tons. That's another very large mech. Oh my god, we're 2 salvage shares short of the King Crab. But we do get, more importantly, we get another 11p. I'd rather have that anyways. I kind of want these ERPPCs. Alright, so we snagged another Cyclops 11p. I think that's the most. Look how low our damage is just because we didn't fight that many enemies.
Yeah. We also fought them at quite a long range as well.
Oh, we killed 3 awesomes for another, basically 6 million C-bills and 3 double heat sinks. The Mad Cat Mark II. Was that invented in time? Mad Cat Mark II. Mad Cat Mark II. When were you invented? 3066. When was the Battle of Tukid? Battle of Tukid. Battle of Tukid was 3052. So it is unfortunately too late. Too late. It can't appear yet. But yeah, otherwise the Mad Cat Mark II would be a great addition. Because I have a feeling that MechWarrior 5 clans will go up to the Battle of Tukid. I don't think it will go past it. Okay, so that was a lot there. Let's sell the stuff we got, and we'll see what we're dealing with. We're going to sell this. How much is this? 3 million for that? I'll take it. I'll take it. 1.2 million for that Grasshopper. 1.1 million for that Jaeger mech. 1.2 million for that Warhammer.
There's a Hunchback 2C you mentioned to me.
Wow, that nice, that awesome we got was worth 5.5 million.
Damn.
So we're up to 46 million. So our money is coming back. Like our money is returning to us. So let's hit this area because I want to get that 11p in action.
Okay.
The Kodiak. Ness says that his favorite mech is the Kodiak. Yeah, like that's my my friend's favorite mech as well. Like that's what he named himself after. So let me bring the 2p in, or the 11p. I'm just gonna get its armor restored real fast. And I'm probably gonna do a little bit of shopping just while it's restoring. Also, we can take a look at some of these cantinas and like adjust some of our missions around. I was kind of hoping that a hero mech would pop up because, you know, we're finally getting some cash. So we need the there's 2 more hero mechs we're looking for. We're looking for the Hailstorm and the whatever the CR is. I forget the oh, another Annihilator. Interesting. We don't really need any more Annihilators since like this is not the Annihilator playthrough. Let's see what they got over here. But yeah, those are the clan mechs that I'm expecting. I don't know if they're going to add any more Inner Sphere mechs. I mean, I mean, why not? You know, they could just copy and paste all the Inner Sphere mechs from this game into the clan game, because obviously it's going to be clans versus Inner Sphere. Maybe not in the beginning. Maybe we'll be clan versus clan in the beginning for some little bit of like honor dueling or something. What do we got here? Anything I'm low on? No. I was selling a Gauss rifle. Interesting. Not really the quality I'm looking for, though. A rare commando? Oh, a 2P. Oh, he's got the supercharger. Okay, so we can have a cantina mission here. Collect 2 hunchback. Kill a catapult K2. None of these are very good. I don't like any of these ones. Let me try a different one. Defiant says no such thing always needs a ballistic boat. Yeah, I mean, like, we'll have the Annihilator playthrough where we got to collect all the Annihilators eventually. Like, it'll happen eventually. 15 missile carriers, that's really easy to do. Let me see if there's any jobs that I just don't think we're gonna get done, like, anytime soon. A blackjack? A BJ3? Nah. Centurion? Nah. Nah. Kill. I don't want to collect that. I just want to kill. I want to kill! This one we can probably do. Yeah, this one's already done. So we're going to give them 3 jump jets for 1.5 million C-bills and a tier 4 narc beacon and 3 tons of narc ammo. LRM's tier 3? Nah. Not what I'm looking for. Let me see. Has this thing been repaired yet? Also, let me repaint this thing. Where's the company paint job at? Here we go. Back into Ronin Fox Armored Security. How many days does it have left? Oh, 1 day. Okay, if you want to customize that one, Sheriff, go right ahead.
The other 11p?
Yes, the 11p. I will look for a interesting mission in the meantime.
Let's try the medium rifle thing.
All of these multi-ops are against our allies, so I can't take them. Ooh, here's a good one for Merrick. A triple mission of Merrick versus the Federated Commonwealth, because House Merrick is one of our allies. Logan says he's got the ultimate challenge. A playthrough fighting for Davion. Oh my god. I can't even finish that sentence. I can't even want to read it. I can't even look at it. Like somebody say other things in the chat and spam that comment out of here so I don't have to look at it anymore. I can't believe it. Okay, all of these look fine to me. Once you've punched it in, let me know. I kind of want to bring out the Victor BSK as like a guest mech.
Yeah, do it.
The Victor BSK is really good.
It's funny because you absolutely hate that mech.
Yeah, I absolutely hate the Victor itself, but the Victor Basilisk is really good. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I just want the Basilisk. I'm just gonna do it. I'm making an executive decision here. Maximum armor.
Just
probably I probably didn't
armor
do that. I bet its armor was fine the way it was.
Just armor finagling here, and then we'll be ready.
Okay, I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna try 2 Ultra AC. I'm gonna do something a little different. I didn't do this, so I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna do 2 Ultra AC5s.
Yeah, how long this takes? Wish you could just type it in.
Yeah, so do I. That would be really nice if they had like a way to just search. Okay, here we go. 2 Ultra AC5s. And I'm going to need 4 tons of ammo. I'm going to do 3 Streak SRMs, because I thought that was kind of cool. I kind of liked that idea, to be honest. 3 Streak SRMs. 1 ton of Streak SRM ammo.
That's locked in.
An ECM. Definitely want ECM. And then the lasers, I guess. Yeah, I guess lasers. Why not? Wait, a puncher. What about a puncher? I don't think a puncher would be a good idea, because these things shoot really fast. I wouldn't want to interrupt my shooting. So like, I don't think this thing needs a puncher. So let's do 2 medium lasers. To shoot down, well, do I need to shoot down helicopters? What if I do 2 flamers? Maybe I don't need to shoot down helicopters with that, and then I'll just put a bunch of double heat sinks on. Oh, they don't fit. Not enough slots. A single heat sink. There we go.
Urban Mech 2C.
The Urby 2C? Yeah, I think there is an Urban Mech 2C, actually.
Ultra AC-10 and an ER small laser. Wow. I want that. That has to be in the game.
Okay, so we got a mission over here. Like, I'm gonna be so sad if the Wolf Dragoons are like, nope, nope, here comes ASEC. Time to get out of here.
I mean, if I were them, I would. I would bounce my ass out here so quick.
It's like, gotta roll, gotta bounce, gotta hit that dusty old trail. Let's see. Okay, they're still here. Here it is. Triple mission, Merrick versus Federated Commonwealth. So, Merrick is already maxed out, but we can push them even higher here. So that's pretty good. So it's going to be a garrison duty, followed by a raid, followed by a target kill. The first one is paying 5.3 million, so like that doesn't sound like Wolf Dragoons kind of prices, but maybe they'll appear on the next one. So you know, we'll just have to see. So it looks like we're in a sulfur biome. Visibility is fine though. I believe the sulfur biome does count as a hot biome though. I kind of wish it would just tell you that, you know, to be totally honest, but you know, they're just like, nah, you don't need to know that. What are you, like a number crunching nerd or something?
You goddamn nerd.
So this is a defense mission.
Right,
I'm
let's
not
defend.
anticipating interference by the Dragoons here.
Let's defend. Okay, defend mission. Let's bring this guy.
I want to bring the, actually, I'm going to do the, here, I'm going to bring, put him in the longbows, and then I'm going to bring, I think I'm going to do one of the Cyclops again. Oh, this is a really high quality Cyclops P with the tier 5s. I'm going to try this one out. Looks good to me. Finally, I can't believe we had 300 million C-bills and now we're like trying to scrape by.
Oh!
Wait, it's they're allied. They're allied.
Ready. All personnel reporting in. Mercenary Lance ready for action.
Enemy forces have broken into Allied territory and now threaten the facilities at Nav Point Alpha. We are the
Well, I guess this is
forces
going to
in
be
a
an
position
easier
to
one.
intercept, so let's move out.
What do we get?
Yeah, what do they bring? Let's find out. Stalker, Zeus,
Curious.
Centurion, and a Hunchback.
Curious, to say the least.
I mean, I won't say no to it.
It's probably not how I would split 285 tons, but whatever.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is our balanced lance with a little bit of everything.
Looks like we made it here.
There's
just
an
in
artillery
time,
cannon
Commander.
activating.
We have visual on you, Commander.
Please kill that because
I sure
that's
hope they
gonna
don't
be,
destroy our base.
Word is you're worth every C-bill we're paying
that's
you.
gonna be really bad news for me walking at 32 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna tell our guys to park here, so you'll have to, like, defend the base while I go and hunt down these artillery cannons.
I like how these guys are following me. They always follow me.
Well, better they follow you than me in this case.
Oh, they're bombing the base.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta get out there and destroy these.
This is kind of nasty.
Fortunately, they're mainly bombing the walls, and the walls are withstanding it. The other problem is that the artillery is really spaced out.
Perimeter. Make sure they regret that decision, Commander.
I got a dropship landing.
Hostiles have been dispatched.
See it.
They're heading your way.
It's actually dropping inside the base. Seems
Are you
a
joking?
little unfair. Yeah, no. No, I'm not joking. Please be kind.
Eliminated.
Target destroyed.
First group of artillery is down.
New target trebuchet. Target acquired.
How is the situation at the base looking?
Fine, one mech dead.
If I can destroy these two groups, that'll be the majority of the artillery cannons.
Okay, that's the two that dropped in, dead.
Acquired.
Tango smoked. Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
So we gotta knock out 23 of these guys too. You got some
Kind of a-
choppers coming in.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to take some cheap shots at them, but I'm too far away.
They're dead.
Okay, good news. I've almost made it to the next group of artillery cannons. Oken's Oni, welcome to the show. This is a really weird mission. This is what I mean by procedurally generated content. They always manage to find something to surprise me with.
Target destroyed.
This location wasn't built to withstand military-grade weapon fire.
They should have
Okay,
built it better.
Keep them away from the buildings.
they should have. Indeed, they should have built it better.
Reconnaissance flights
You've got an
show
assault
increased
mech on
any
approach.
presence in the
It's a
vicinity.
Yeah.
Victor.
Be on the lookout
I'm on
for
it.
further hostiles.
Reading it.
Okay, I'm gonna cross through our base. I'll help with anything along the way. Then I'm gonna head to the final artillery position. Okay, I see him
That's
getting
like-
hammered with missiles.
He loses the AC-20 and it's like basically you're fighting a
Dropship.
fat Jenner or fat cicada, whatever it is.
Target acquired.
Trying to get my ass
No,
over to that
that's
final.
nasty. We got a King Crab, an Atlas, and two Crusaders. A Crusader and a Jaeger mech.
Okay, I'm gonna cross through the base then, because I'm not that far away. And the upgrade on this pushes it to 74.
Be sure to take it apart.
That's actually two King Crabs. I take it back.
I don't have a visual. They're on the opposite side of that wall at the moment.
I think it is the Jaeger mech first. Is it the one that's the Jaeger mech's down, moving on to the King Crab.
Oh, he's taking a lot of damage. He's an elite too.
Target
First one dead.
destroyed. Target
Okay, I'm on that
These guys are-
Crusader.
Yeah, these guys are on it too.
incoming missile.
King Crab's very close by. I'm gonna move on to it now.
That Crusader is going down.
If someone headshot that thing?
I'm not sure, but I'm passing through the base now, and I'm heading to the final artillery position.
The reactor on my kill is about to
They're all dead.
operate.
Acquired.
There's a ton of tanks over here now.
Confirmed.
Someone headshot that thing. It weren't me.
I think they've got enough room for one more drop. They're up to 17 to 23.
One more tank over there. I think you're on it, aren't you? Yeah.
Target destroyed.
More hostiles entering the
Yeah,
combat
this must be their
perimeter.
final drop.
Brace for additional
There's a
contacts.
Kintaro in the distance and a dropship somewhere.
Okay, I've got a visual on the artillery cannons right now.
Good job.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
They dropped a longbow and a crusader. And then a Katara, like I say, in the distance.
This thing is almost down.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay, that should be the end of the artillery. Good, the base is still above 50 too. I was a little worried. I guess the artillery, they didn't target the good stuff in the base. I mean, I'll take a little bit of fortune. I'll take some fortune.
Nice kill. It's going critical.
I mean, it's like, I couldn't have picked a worse mech to chase down artilleries.
At the same time, it's like, how could we, you know, it's like very uncommon to get artillery on a defense mission. But like I said, like that's what, you know, even though I enjoyed Armored Core 6 a lot, the thing that's going to ultimately make me play MechWarrior 5 more than Armored Core 6 is the fact that there's procedurally generated missions. So there's always something that will kind of catch me by surprise.
Yeah.
Man, some of these are worth a lot. Like this is worth 17 million on this Orion that you headshot. I'm taking that.
Holy crap!
This one's worth a good bit too. I'm gonna take this one. Okay, I'm gonna roll the other 5 over. Good damage report too. I was a little worried about the longbows, but like I guess we had that big ball of mechs there.
Yeah, they're the other guys. I mean, they literally just ran in between me and them. Quite often I was just blasting them in the back as they ran across my screen, but I don't really care. They're armies.
So our next mission is a raid. It's also sulfur biome. I'm gonna go ahead and cut down our damage coverage. I'm gonna cut it down to 1, and then I'm just gonna go heavier into salvage. And oh, let me check the money. Yeah, it's 5 million again. So I guess the Wolf Dragoons are on our side for this one. Like, I guess they're not going to interfere with us.
They're our buddies this time.
Yeah, oh, the Victor's ready. Okay, I'm going to send them in some Cyclops. So let me send them in the Z's.
Oh, that's a radical build.
What is?
Your Victor.
Oh yeah, it's a bit different, I would say.
A bit out there.
A little bit different.
I'm intrigued though.
I mean, I didn't want to bring, because like the Victor isn't one of the mechs we're supposed to focus on, so I didn't want to bring it back without like a good reason. Like without, you know, something interesting to show on it. So I think that's going to make it an interesting model. That looks so cool. Look at that like double Gatling gun arm. That looks really cool.
Yeah, it does.
He looks like he's like Gundam Heavy Arms from Wing Gundam.
Damn.
I don't actually have that much familiarity with Ultra AC5, so, you know, it'll be a kind of interesting experience as well, just kind of getting a feel for Ultra AC5.
They kind of jam a lot, isn't the annoying thing if you like spam them?
Online.
Yeah. You're supposed to have, like, the discipline to shoot it, you know, like, in a calm manner.
That sounds like something nerds would do.
Yeah, that does sound like, some nerd shit.
Only give the general area they're located at. You'll have to recon the precise objectives.
Oh, I guess let's go hug Norris so that we don't get both of them at the same time.
So watch out for hostile
I'm with you on that.
reinforcements.
Just go up around the back of that rock or something.
Like the only Victor that I actually like, the BS.
I don't understand why Rihanna couldn't just sit there and like missile from the distance.
Provide some fire support.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me get in the cover. It's like Rihanna, like, not helping.
Target destroyed. Target
That is what is this, Marauder World? Look at all these Marauders.
We had Warhammer World, yes.
It was like Warhammer 40k, now it's like Marauder World.
Like, I know we said we were going to do a PvC playthrough, but they didn't have to do it. Like, get your own ideas, sucker.
There's another one coming up on us. There's another one coming up on us.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Okay, there's Rifleman and Blackjack territory.
Yeah, I'm going to try to move into cover a little bit here. I'm getting a little focused down.
New target.
Except I'm moving directly into this guy. I should be okay though.
Oh, what a shot! Get out of here. I managed to blast him in the back with SRMs and then punch him really quickly before he turned around.
Destroyed.
It's such a strange setup, but I'm digging it so far. I'm not against it. It's a kind of an unusual setup, but I'm not opposed to
Target
it.
acquired. Target destroyed.
Good work,
It's just
Commander.
weird enough that it might be good.
That's one less target.
Also, I like flamers. I'm always looking for an excuse to use flamers.
I know. Especially on this map, it's not a bad idea. Where it's a bit warmer.
And the thing is, I don't really need the medium lasers either. Like, I've got plenty of accurate weapons to knock down things. How's the spread on this? The spread isn't that bad.
You'll never believe what's in the next base.
Acquired.
Is it a Marauder?
Wow, how did you know? Not only is it... Oh, actually, there's a fancy Lost Tech looking...
Oh, watch
Jaeger
out.
bag as well.
You've detached from us pretty far.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Target acquired.
I'll just roll back.
Target urban mech.
There's the helicopters.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I'm trying to snipe these assholes.
Target acquired.
Like, I'm not used to marksman combat with the Ultra AC5.
Priority target received.
Okay, I see the Yeah, we got him.
Yeah, Ultra AC phase as well.
I can start cooking them.
Target destroyed.
A
Oh
lot
god,
of
there's
mechs
so many
here.
battle mechs. There are so many battle mechs. Why are there so many battle mechs?
There's
I'm
so
gonna
many
get in the
lasers.
wall. I'm gonna get in the cover because like they're gonna like PPC this, like never be able to shoot straight in my life.
All it says feels like Star Wars with a bunch of lasers that get fired around.
Target acquired.
Somehow somebody shot me in the back. I guess got a rear armor breach.
With that.
Target neutralized.
Another 3 Marauders. Wow.
Target destroyed.
This is just silly.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Actually, make that 4.
Commander.
I cannot believe how many we're fighting. It's crazy.
He doesn't even care about me, so I'm just gonna walk behind them all.
This one's down.
Target acquired.
That one's down.
You have one right on top of you, I think? Right behind you? Oh no, you're right beside me, sorry. Right behind them, guys.
Target destroyed. Target
Splash target.
It's like Marauder World. Like what kind of weapons? What kind of mech distributions are these?
I don't know, but there's a lot of them.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
We're heading that way, sir.
I think I'm out of SRM
Scratch
ammo.
that target off the list.
Yeah, that's good timing.
Commander, enemy dropship coming in right on
Oh
top
no,
of
it's
you.
going to be
All
more
target
Marauders.
buildings have been destroyed, Commander. Good job. Getting you an evac now. Head to the marked location. Hostile transport ship coming in.
It's really...
It's an Atlas.
What? And a,
On it, sir.
oh, light mix.
Oh yeah, I am out of SR. Wow, you destroyed him in a moment.
Target acquired.
Yeah.
New target.
Oh, I like that asshole.
He doesn't want to go down. God, put some extra shells in him. Well, I mean, I guess it was like, welcome to the Marauder battle.
That was funny.
Great showing,
Wait, you see there
Commander.
won't be a single one on the...
Yeah, like none of them will
Cheaters.
be available. I guess we just attacked the Marauder factory or something. We raided the Marauder factory. That was really weird. Like, first we had the Warhammer 40K, and now we had, like, Marauder. Oh, look, one. One of them appeared as salvage.
Nice.
Still a lot of mechs we raked in. I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, honestly, you did pretty good there.
Yeah, that did pretty good. I got a little
What
beat
a-
up, but the Cyclops lost an arm, but all it's got in its arm is,
And it did 1,300 damage, bear in mind as well, which is quite impressive.
Oh, the Cyclops did? That's pretty good then, yeah.
Yeah.
So for the final mission, because I'm pretty sure it's a ×3, I'm gonna leave. I think I'm just gonna leave it as it is. We got 78 salvage shares. This is another. This is an assassination, actually. It is in, and so it's all sulfur biomes. Sulfur biomes, sulfur for days. Is the KO ready? It's time to send the KO in. Are my missile mechs ready? Not all of them. Only one of them is ready. So instead, what else can I send them in? Queues? Send them into queues. Okay. That was a weird battle. It was pretty fun,
Yeah.
though. I mean, I was a little worried at first due to the sheer quantity of mechs. I was a little worried at first, but it turns out having a large quantity of marauders isn't super good.
No, especially in the desert. It's not the most ideal locality for them.
Like, if all of those were Jaeger mechs, that might have been a little different.
It worries me for the Marauder playthrough, to be honest.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech
I guess they're trying to give us the beginning of the Marauder experience.
Hangar door
Yeah, it feels like it.
stand clear.
Excited is not the answer.
Online. Sensors online.
Very strange.
Online.
I'm guessing that's like a game modifier. Like, there's always a chance that
This
it could
proves
be
to
like
a
nothing but
nuisance for
one
our
type of mech.
employers. We're tasked with making sure that we find them and put them in the
Where are we gonna
ground.
go?
I guess I'm gonna go
hunting,
down
everyone.
first, and then I'll go up, and then I'll go west.
Wilmire, anyway.
So I was playing World of Warcraft with one of my friends, and I kept telling her, like, yeah, you need to go east. And she was like, okay. And it was clear that she doesn't know directions. Like, it's clear that she doesn't understand, like, north, south, east, or west. And it's like, you know, I didn't want to, like, make her feel dumb, so I didn't want to say anything. But I was basically like,
I'm showing nothing on
yeah,
scopes that can be identified
yeah, you
as our
know,
targets.
your other
We'll
east.
have to move on to the next nav point.
No.
It was like, it was a very weird experience.
It's quite hard not to make someone feel dumb when they did something really dumb.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're friends, so, you know, I don't want to be mean to her because we're friends, but I was just kind of like, okay.
That was a strategy. I just exploded that barrel on his feet.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I'm just going to shell these guys out at distance, use my range to my advantage.
I love how they ignore this mech. It honestly makes me laugh so much. Good.
It's a really bad idea, too.
Although this guy's a little faster than me.
Target destroyed.
Nice work. Pretty sure he was dead before I smacked him. To the next one!
Okay, north we go.
I bet we could get a loot over here.
You know, when we do our next mech focus, like, yeah, I might take a vote on it and just let people vote on which mechs we concentrate upon.
Approach the hidden object to pick it up.
There's one, two.
Some of them would be kind of hard to do, though, because, like, you know, I'd love to check out the Ravens more. The problem is that they're kind of hard to get, and by the time you get them, you're kind of done with that phase of the game. I mean, nothing would stop us to go back and just play earlier missions or something.
Well, I'll tell you something. I brought a Raven with me into a 270-ton mission. And it was quite nice. It allowed me to bring 3 big mechs and a Raven. And it basically took no damage. Like, it was incredible. Like, no one cared about it. It just ran around, did its thing. I don't know if it reduced any of the damage that I took specifically either, but, I mean, it was impressive to see that it really didn't take any damage. I mean, it didn't really do anything, but I'm curious whether or not I would have took a lot more damage if I didn't have it. But what it did allow me to do is bring in 3 mechs as opposed to 4 sort of like average-sized ones.
Yeah, that's true, because, like, you're low-balling one of the slots.
Our target must have given us the
I mean,
slip.
what the
Let's check out
ECM
the
is
other
supposed to do
locations.
is make missiles dumber, where, like, less of the missiles will hit.
Oh.
And then if you get close enough to enemies, it's supposed to impact their accuracy. Like, enemies are supposed to be like 20% less accurate if you're within the range of the scrambling effect. I don't know if I noticed much of an effect, enough of an effect on it, but that's what it's supposed to do. But you know, perhaps we'll maybe that'll be another playthrough, the electronic warfare playthrough.
ECM with BAPs only.
That'll be really tough considering that those are really unusual mechs.
I know.
Oh my god, it's 3 kilometers away. Thank you.
I wondered if
Leon.
anyone in the chat have any opinions on ECMs
Yeah,
and things.
that's a
I know
good
the BAP
question,
is
like-
phenomenal. I would love to know about what everybody else thinks.
Yeah, like with BAP, it's a lot easier to tell if it's doing something.
Yeah.
But with ECM, it's like I honestly can't tell if ECM is having. ECM kind of to me kind of feels like vitamins in the sense that you're told that vitamins are important, but taking the vitamins, you know, you can't really tell if they are how they're benefiting you. But you know you're supposed to take vitamins. I mean, because there are some decent ECM mechs, like there's the ECM Battlemaster.
Yeah, I mean that thing you're. What are you piling at? No, the Cyclops 11P is one.
There's also the ECM Stalker.
I sort of wish the 11P had a BAP instead, actually.
Oh, instead of the ECM.
Yeah, I think that'd be right.
Like the mysterious. The ECM is like magic. It's like mystical technology where no one knows exactly what it does.
I think it's fake news. Except
could
for
be.
the Ravens.
It could
I mean,
just
they-
be. It could be snake oil.
It might be. Although, like I said, that Raven took no damage at all.
I mean,
Hardly. Well,
I'd be
I think
willing to
a little bit.
wager that that's because the AI just doesn't consider it a high threat and just didn't shoot it.
Yeah, possibly. What do you think we're gonna fight? We've been fighting a lot of king crabs lately.
I mean, I
wouldn't
think
be
it's going to be a
surprised.
nasty assault lance, personally. It's going to be like, probably like 2 or 3 assault mechs at least. You know, we've been getting a lot of atlases and a lot of king crabs, I agree.
I have a question for you.
Go for it.
I don't know the answer to this. I would be surprised if you know the answer to this yourself because it's a very random question. That's a mech factory right there, right? I wonder, do those only appear on maps, on planets that are known in the lore to have mech factories on them?
Good question. I have no idea.
It just gets shredded anyway. If anyone were mechs been built there.
Yeah, they're
I
not
doubt
going to be
it,
building
but-
much there anymore.
I doubt it, but it would be a nice little detail.
Like, they're going to be building, like, concrete there. Concrete is going to be their main export. Now that
Yeah.
I've shattered the building. Where is a good way to approach this? Because I don't want them to be, like, right up in my grill.
easier, Commander. Watch yourself.
Oh, who?
One of them
Something
is a
small.
medium mech. I briefly spotted a medium mech.
As did I. 4 AC2s.
New target.
Right,
We
I'll
got
go with
a-
the scout.
We got a Highlander.
Missile.
Okay.
And an Atlas.
Okay.
Target acquired.
Done.
Incoming missile.
I'm kind of like trying to get in the cover still.
We got our main guy. Good job.
Dropship, dropship. Oh wow, you snuck in. I didn't even know you were there.
Yeah, the Highlander's dead.
Okay, we'll get this guy here. There's a good chance that they're going to come through the building, so like you'll probably be able to smash that idiot.
Getting 0 reactor signature
The Atlas
from
is
the
dead.
targets. Looks like we've got them all.
What are they dropping?
Let's
I
get
want.
in
I
before
need
their
violence.
fleets arrive.
Light mech, light mech.
New target commander.
Grab. Yeah, I can do that. Grab dead.
Target acquired.
A wolf hand. Wow, these are the reinforcements. I was expecting something a little more substantial.
Target destroyed. Target
That's what you get for being a
acquired.
sucker. Nice work.
Damn, a little disappointed by their reinforcements. Oh, a light mech.
New target urban mech.
An urban mech, really?
Do you want to kill it?
Yeah, I'll finish it off real fast. I'm just gonna shell it with a few missiles.
Let me know when it's dead.
It's suffering an ammo explosion, but I've lost my targeting lock on it.
You should have target lock again. I can see it. Okay,
Target
it's dead.
destroyed.
Man, I can't wait for the Mauler playthrough. I like all the Maulers, even the AC2 Mauler. Like 4 AC2s and some missiles, I'll do it.
4 AC2s is just nasty. Damn, we didn't get the urban mech. What a shame.
Yeah, I'm just gonna click down the line.
I'm quite look. I'll tell you a mech I'm really looking forward to is the Highlander. Actually, I'm
The
really looking
Highlander
forward to doing
playthrough?
Yeah, I really like the Highlander actually. I have a lot
Yeah,
of
I'd
respect
like
for
to
it.
see what the Highlander is capable of, you know, in greater detail.
Anytime I've used it, I've always been very impressed with it.
So we got 2 million for that Highlander, 2 million for that Highlander. We got 4.5 million for that Orion. 2 million for that Marauder. 2 million for that Marauder.
See that? particular
1.1
mission type.
million for that Jaegermech. That wasn't a good price. 1.1 for that
No.
Jaegermech. Also not a great price.
It'll work to
We
62 million.
got 1.1 for that Wolverine. We got only 500,000 for that. What do you call it? I'm like derping out. I can't even think of it. That Hunchback.
Oh yeah.
Where are all the
That
hero mechs at?
Bungie 2P really shines in missions like
I'm
that.
kind of
You know
grumpy that they're not generating us any hero mechs. That's the entire reason I'm here, because this place tends to generate a lot of hero mechs. I'm
You
gonna
could
go over
maybe-
here, and then I'm gonna come back and see if it resets it.
Yeah, you could also zap over to the Cretan place as well, the capital homeworlds for there, because
Oh, yeah,
quite
Luther.
often, yeah, and it'll be cheap as well.
Oh man, we get these big ass discounts instead of
Yeah,
paying
exactly.
like out the nose for to FedCon.
Well, I mean, the Cyclops was pretty cheap as well, wasn't it? No, not pretty cheap, but cheaper than it would have been. I think it was a Cretan planet.
Luthien is Luthien's way up there. Okay, yeah, I mean we'll take a look. I'm gonna go over here to Yori first. There's a good bit of Highlanders too. There's a lot of Highlander variants, and I don't think I've ever messed with the Highlander hero mech very much.
Yeah. No, I think I used it a little bit, but maybe in our last playthrough actually. But yeah, I haven't. No wait, do we have it in the cold storage at the minute?
These assholes are holding out on me. Like, where are my good mechs at? Okay, I'm gonna jump over here.
Yeah, it is the hero melee Highlander.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one. Yeah, the one that comes with the sword.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
You know, I was really skeptical. I'll be the first to say. When Melee came out, I'm like, that's interesting, but I'm kind of skeptical about it. And at first, I actually didn't like it. I didn't think Melee was very good initially. But I think it's because I just wasn't adjusting my gameplay tactics to it. But once you actually started getting the hang of it, it wound up being an extremely valuable component to the game. And it's especially interesting because it is the first time Melee has been in a MechWarrior game.
I mean, I loved it
unless someone was able to add it in mods, but in an unmodded MechWarrior game, this is the first time. I'm going to take this medium mass.
I loved it from the get-go, to be honest. I really liked melee right at the start, even when it was just the punching and there was no like weapons involved. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, and I mean, even the Arena Fist is quite strong. Like, I was a bit surprised by how powerful the Arena Fist can be.
Yeah, it is. And when I found this Banshee 2P and I started like messing around with it, I was like, this mech is just stupid. Like, it's just stupidly good. You know, you can do 147 damage within like 2 seconds, and you can run at 74 kilometers an hour. You've got like 636 armor whenever you get it like upgraded. That it's just absolutely daft.
All right, it's time to just burn some money on traveling fees for no reason at all. There better be a hero mech here.
Honestly, there won't be. I'll bet you there will be, and it'll probably be like the Irby or something.
We already have it. We can't.
No.
They can't give us another one.
So
here's Port Arthur. Port Arthur is actually where MechWarrior, or not MechWarrior. Port Arthur is where Mech Commander 1 takes place. Avon is where Mission 3 of BattleTech on the Sega Genesis takes place. Don't ask why I know these things.
I don't know why you know these things. I guess you played the game, didn't you?
No, it's because my mom would sell stuff from Avon, and that's why I remembered the name of the place.
Oh, that's the makeup, isn't it?
Yeah, like cosmetics and shit.
Yeah, oh! The longbow!
It was worth it.
Honestly, it doesn't really look any different than the other longbow, but okay.
Dude, this asshole costed 20 million smackaronis with a 25% discount.
Damn.
Okay, let's see what this thing's got. So it's running on an extra light engine, which once again, out of all of the upgrades, that's the best one. It's going to give you the biggest discount on weight. It looks like it has 2 LRM-10s, 2 LRM-15s. What is that all to? 30, 40, 50? So it's the same amount of missiles. It's got 4 medium lasers. So what we're really looking at is kind of a super version of the 8C.
Yeah.
The 8C, let's look at the 8C real fast. So the 8C, you could see has the 4 laser slots here, and it could have those. So it's basically a super version of the 8C. Let's take a look at it. First, let's paint it, and let's get a good look at our model here. It has a very interesting green, kind of a light green, white, or kind of a rusty orange kind of color to it. Not a fan of it. Very sports looking.
No.
Looks like the Miami Hurricanes. Which, like, I mean, like I said, I don't think that's personally, I'm not a fan of that color scheme. Let me bring out the color wheel real fast. Ye old color wheel. Images. Okay, let's look at the color wheel real fast. So, when designing your colors, generally speaking, you want to choose colors that are side by side or across from each other. So, orange is right over here. So you should either join it with yellow and red, or you should reach across the table into blue. That's why Sonic and Tails are blue and orange, by the way. Now, if you wanted to use green, the opposite of green is kind of in this purple, red and purple area. That would have been a much better, like, you know, for example, Christmas colors. Think Christmas colors. Red and green are basically on the opposite sides of the color wheel. So it's like, you know, I think that's the main reason why I just don't think this looks very good overall. But, you know, I'm going to leave it that way because because I'm just going to leave it that way.
It's like the upgrade for this is obviously the extra light engine, right? How necessary is it really for a missile boat to go that speed?
Yeah, so this thing has a cruising, the top speed is 64.8, so I'm probably going to turn this into a missile boat because I just don't need a LRM boat to travel at that speed, so let's just knock all these off. That's going to work.
That's what I would do.
The next thing I'm going to do...
Medium pulse lasers, though?
I'm going to do... Let's do Artemis. SRM-6 with the Artemis system. Where is SRM-6? Get away from me, cat. Stop being a cat. Go be a dog or something.
Need to lend you Sasha for a weekend.
Let's do these really good ones. I think I'm going to put them in the torso, just they're less like... You know, I'll put 2 good ones in the torso and 2 okay ones in the arms. There we go. Let's get rid of all of this LRM ammo. I'm going to need probably 6 tons of ammo. I'm going to put on 1 target acquisition gear. In the head. And let me remove these. And let me just see how many heat sinks I can cram onto this. Also, max the armor. Maximum armor. Adjust the armor. Let's round down. Okay, that looks good. So we've got another 10 tons. How many heat? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double heat sinks. Okay, let's try 3 pulse lasers. Where's my M-plazers? M-plazers. There's the M-plazers. I got my M-plazers on. I'm going to put on some double heat sinks. Question mark? This is the greedier build. Putting the ammo in the arms is the greedy build, assuming that you're just badass and you're just not going to get an ammo explosion. Because you get more double heat sinks.
Yeah, you'll need to be a bit more careful with that thing.
So I think I'm going to try this. We're going to try 4 SRM-6s with the Artemis system. Nez says if we lose the arms, that's like a lot of technology down the tubes. Sure, you're definitely right about that. If we lose the side torso, that's a lot of damage. That's like basically half of our equipment. But you know, we got to see how good it is. We have to see how good it is.
We also aren't exactly lacking for stuff, are we?
And also, eventually, we'll just dump this playthrough in the garbage. So, I mean, we're going to lose all the double heat sinks one way or the other.
That is true.
Okay, so first I'm going to do the weapon groups. So I'm going to do all of them, and then chain fire, and then M-plazers, and then tag. God,
I think being
ugly color scheme.
Change it, man. I think it's ugly too.
No, we have to keep it. It has to. It has
You've been authentic.
Has to stay.
Oh no.
Oh, let's check this. Check Cantina real fast. Yeah, that's why I put the better SRMs in the in the side torso, so it's a little bit better protected than the crummier SRMs.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here. Collect Thunderbolts, get Igors. I'll take the Igor kills. Igor kills are easy. Okay, let's hop back down. We're gonna go industrial hub to industrial hub back to the middle area. The middle area is where all of the money is. That's where the money is, and then there's the Terra industrial hub.
That last planet we were at, Bister. It looks like Bicester to someone who doesn't know, but Bister is a town in England.
Oh, is it?
I was there in June. It's not very nice, to be honest.
Oh, you weren't impressed by their hospitality?
No.
Oh, found another hero mech.
No, I mean, the people are fine. Just the town's ugly.
If we get the Hamam... Oh my god! I got the other one we needed.
The poo?
Yeah, we got all of them we needed. I mean, I guess, like, why should I be excited when I've bought every goddamn hero mech in existence? Okay, so we got it.
We
So
do
we've
the
got
Banshees.
the Crusader CR. Let's first look at the paint job. This is a paint job. Looks like it's kind of like a navy blue with like a cream. That looks... I think that looks okay. And it's got all these like slashes all over. Very interesting. So let's see what the mech's equipment is. Looks like we got 4 SRM-6s. That's a lot of firepower. 2 medium lasers, 2 machine guns, 2 heavy arena fists. 1 ton of ammo. How awesome. Very good. That is, let me get my calculator out. Calculator. So 6 times 4. Wait, I know what that is. It's 24. So 320 divided by 24. So this thing can shoot 13.3 times before it runs out.
Oh, that's
of ammo.
alright. Perfect. Perfect.
And there are also no additional heat sinks.
You wouldn't need them, I don't think.
So no, it won't. It means it won't have ammo problems because it will never be able to shoot because it will overheat. So false alarm, boys. False alarm. It's not going to have ammo issues.
That's the strategy.
So what do I want to do with this mech? Oh, also, is there anything special about this mech? No, there's not even. It doesn't have any enhancements. Wow. So this is basically a This is basically a Crusader.
I would go 2 AC2s, 4 SRM2s, 2 medium lasers. Get rid of the fists.
Okay, first thing we're going to do is max the armor. Step 1. Let's round the armor down. Okay, so I think we're going to stick with SRM-6s, personally. But do we do Streak SR? I don't think we have enough, or we don't have... What if I do Streak SR? What else could I do? Streak SRMs could be interesting, but I feel like the supporting weapons wouldn't be heavy enough. So, I mean, let's just build something... Let me start with something sensible. I kind of want to do SRM with Artemis, but we don't have very many SRM-6s with Artemis, to be totally honest. Yeah, we only have 3 Artemis launchers that are of the SRM-6K. Well, 4. No, some of them are stream. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to leave them like that, because we just don't have enough launchers. So let's put on ammo. Always do this stuff first. That way we don't bite off more than we can chew. 6 tons of ammo. How many heat sinks will this thing need? Let's put on at least 6, or 6 double heat sinks at least. I kind of want punchers.
How does it?
They weigh 1.5 tons. Let me just slap them on and see what I need to do. I need to shave off 1 ton.
Get rid of a heatsink, maybe? I know I might need them.
So this is the equivalent of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 regular heat sinks? I think that's okay, actually. I think 10 the equivalent power of 10 additional normal heat sinks is good enough. And then what you can do is in between, while the SRMs are reloading, you can throw 2 punches in.
Yeah, true.
Like streak SRMs could be interesting. I'm willing to try that. This won't be the only build I do with it. I would like to try maybe a 4 streak SRMs and 2 AC 2s, because you can use AC 2s up close, just like, you know, like start blasting with them up close. Maybe 2 medium pulse. Well, the AC 2s are going to weigh a lot. You know, that's nice. Okay, so this is what we'll start with this. This is what I consider a pretty sensible build. You know, it's not out of control. Like, but you know, I think that would be an interesting idea. Like, a bunch of streak SRMs and then some AC2s. Like, and then I would also like to do a Arena Fist build, because like one thing I like about the Crusader is you can build it in many different directions. And Arena Fist, where's our best Arena Fist does 42.5 damage, and Arena Fist, it punches fast enough that you can do non-stop melee. Like, there's no delay. Like, it's very, very quick. So like, you know, I think that's an interesting idea. Oh, what's happening? There we go. We'll try this. I'm okay with that.
I'm just making a couple of changes to the. I'm going to change the Cyclops ever so slightly.
Oh, I'm also gonna let me do his weapon groups. A little disappointed that he doesn't have anything special. Like, he has no upgrades or anything. A little disappointed by that. It's really just hardpoint changes, and by that I mean really just moving the hardpoints around a little bit.
We're doing pretty good on the hero mechs. I think we need the 2 Banshees still. And we also need to get the periphery Banshee and the periphery Cyclops as well.
Yeah, that's true. I think I found an okay place to hunt for periphery assault mechs. Like, the problem is, like, it's hard to find a high-level area for the periphery, but the one that I found that looks promising is this one right here. The Free Worlds League shipping lanes, difficulty 9 to 11. That was the highest that I saw. The next highest was right over here. The Rasselhaig Outer Reaches. That was about as good as we could get.
What's higher?
Oh, here's another hero mech. Time to go Broketh!
Banshee. We don't have enough money.
Oh god, you have to sell stuff. I mean, I can liquidate some assets if it's the Banshee.
There couldn't be many left.
There's not many left. It is the Battlemaster, the Blorgy. I can't quite afford it. I'll have to liquidate some assets. First thing I'm going to do is save, because sometimes liquidating assets causes me to crash. Let me see here. Gotta be something I can liquidate. Something I have too many of. Look at all these heat sinks.
Honestly, see if they don't bring in a better way of doing this in the new game.
Why can't you bulk sell? Why is bulk selling not a thing in this game? Yeah!
Honestly, I gotta go mad.
Yeah!
They owe us, like, whatever amount of money it costs for a spacebar. That's what they owe us. Yeah, we need the LM and we need the Siren, actually, for that matter of fact. There's 2 of them.
Here we go. Selling it down. Oh, well, I want to keep it off 50 ammo. Like, jump jets, I go down to 30 on. Okay.
How much money did we make?
A little bit. Not as much as I would have liked, but enough to buy it. But, you know, like, once again, let me make, you know, I need to sell some things in order to... We'll go ahead and first we'll buy it.
Is there any mechs we can sell now?
No, we've sold all of our mechs.
Damn.
Actually, as long as the jump isn't that far, we can just make some more money. Okay, let's
You
see
know
if
what?
there's a good mission nearby.
That's a very unique paint scheme that thing has got.
Why are all these missions against our allies?
I'm not convinced I've ever used that mech before.
Oh, good. Independence. We can pick on, like, innocent people. Perfect.
Nerds. Let's kill the nerds.
Yeah, we're looking for the LM. Because, like, basically the
I'm-
goal is to collect one of each variant of the mechs that we're targeting.
You need the siren as well. I'd never used the siren, actually. Not even convinced I've ever seen it.
Who is the siren?
It's the Banshee in it. Banshee siren. I think it's a 3047 mech.
Oh, there must
Doesn't,
be
like-
there must be 2 hero mechs then, because, like, I don't know how the LM would become the siren.
Yeah, there's two.
Oh,
So I
wow.
think it's like a dual ER PPC. I think, and maybe an LBX. Maybe an LBX. I'm not sure. LB10X. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
It
Alright,
might
so-
also have jump jets. To my knowledge.
Okay, this is a really weird one. This is a triple mission. It's target kill, then 2 infiltrations in a row.
All right.
So kind of weird, but you know, why not?
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna try my upgraded Slipnir. Slipnir.
Have the Schlipner, the schlipping it up.
You'll like what I've done to it as well. You'll really
Okay,
approve.
I'm gonna try out the Hailstorm. And because the Hailstorm is supposed to be like a missile commander, I'm gonna bring these guys in longbows.
The thing's probably gonna get really hot. Actually, I've probably underestimated the heat capacity required for this.
Double AC-20s.
Yeah, burst fire as well, obviously. But they do 31 damage each, so I thought that was kind of good. And then my knuckles do 35 each, so...
Okay, time to like get out of bankruptcy.
This is the lowest we've been, literally since the start of this game, because we
Yeah,
started off with,
we're like
I think, a really nice triple mission, didn't we?
we're like a bunch of brokies now.
We really are. We ain't got no Bugatti anymore.
There's a good chance our targets have split up in order to evade us. The more locations on the map are the most likely areas where we'll find
Oh,
them.
we got one right here,
Be
I guess.
careful.
Why
As
are there
we have
so many
supporters
possible
in the
places
area
for
that are
them?
more than willing to die for their cause.
That archway definitely isn't a trap.
You mean that conveniently attractive archway that we could go through?
Definitely not a trap, I'm going right through it.
I hear helicopter, but I don't see
Walk
helicopter.
on up to the treasure to pick it up.
Treasure? Is that you?
Looks like we got some bad
Oh, it was
intel.
me.
Our
Hold on.
target is not here. Let's hope we have better look at the other locations. Excellent find, Commander. Beginning recovery now.
Panther.
Target destroyed.
That's it?
Target destroyed.
Panther did not enjoy 2 AC-20s.
Okay. I'll let you catch up. And I guess
Damn.
we'll go south. Let me check out this thing's cockpit.
Forward!
And this cockpit has like no amenities in it. My battle mech would have like a cooler from Mountain Dew.
I'd like a disco ball in mine. You know, like the rifleman has got that little like ball. I'd like a disco ball.
Yeah. Why does the rifleman get that ball in the cockpit? Like, I do feel slightly left out by that.
You know what it is? You know when they did the 5-ton increase from the original to the 3? They had some extra space, so maybe they just needed like a lead ball in to fill up.
I saw a video on YouTube of a guy who made a baseball out of pure tungsten,
Oh god.
and then he wrapped it up in leather, and then like threw it and like had people hit it to see what would happen.
What happened?
Well, the wood it broke the wooden base. ball. Like the wooden bat was destroyed by it, and
did it hurt the people that were batting?
and it also basically all it did was stop the ball. Like the ball did not really go anywhere; it just got stopped by it,
Oh.
basically.
I'm not seeing our targets at this location.
Then they tried an
Wait.
aluminum bat, and the aluminum bat was dented by it. Like it was like, and once again, it could not move the ball. It stopped the ball's momentum, but it was not capable of actually
Priority target received.
moving the ball in any meaningful way, and it basically dented it.
Acquired.
Shifting to your target, Commander. Firing on painted targets.
Wow,
He
that guy
got
just got
squished.
wrecked.
We're on it, sir.
Target destroyed.
He got squished.
Target acquired.
Boom. Dead.
Urban Mech.
Excuse me?
What is? Oh, it's an urban mech.
Basically a sniper. Wow.
Destroyed that mech.
Shut up, Captain Mary.
Nothing too impressive so far. Still looking for more stuff. Oh, we got a medium mech. It's a Vulcan.
ECM Vulcan too.
Yeah, a little different, but nothing too impressive once again.
On the commander's target.
Got it tagged. Squished him as well. Moving on. I do like using the longbow as a missile commander with a tag, like to lead other longbows into battle. Like that has been a
Works really well, yeah.
yeah, been a working strategy.
How do you find the Artemis SRMs?
I like how they're tighter. Like you can get like it does require a bit more accuracy, but I think it's worth it. I think absolutely like just the tighter spread means you can get like more missiles on target.
Like SRM.
It's kind of like putting a shotgun choke on.
Yeah, it's just like a slug. Or choke, yeah, probably more like a choke, yeah, that's right.
Target
Kill confirmed.
Target destroyed.
The medium pulse lasers are also nice for just like, you know, sometimes the SRMs punch through the armor, but it doesn't quite take it out, and so then you can just use the medium pulse lasers to kind of like needle out some of those weakened armor points. Okay, here we go.
I've got readings on all of our targets. Take them out before more hostiles
An Atlas,
converge on your
Highlander.
position.
There's a mech that's pretty close to us. Yeah, here it
Attacking
is.
shared target.
This guy got the
Reaction
squisheroni.
explosion. Great kill, Commander.
Okay, I'm going
Right,
to
but-
designate that Highlander. As long as it's not shooting at me, I'm just going to keep designating it. Alright, I'm up on him. I'm going to start letting him have it.
Punch back behind you.
Target acquired. New target Huntsman.
Commander, take the target.
Target acquired.
Okay, there's an assault mech behind us as well.
Atlas.
Alert.
Target
Oh, I actually got a
destroyed.
nasty hit in the back. I think it was the Atlas.
Where did they get a molly from?
Target received. Engaging.
Weapons on tagged target.
He didn't see me. He's out.
Target acquired.
Big rear armor hit there.
Primary target is down. Kill confirmed.
Another one. Dropship, and I'm taking an absolute beating right now.
Okay, I'm gonna knock this guy out.
I have all targets showing up as KIA
Okay.
on my scopes.
Looks like it's a mixed medium.
Now let's get you all home.
I'm gonna start walking to the exit because I am literally like on death's door.
Okay, we should be able to handle these guys.
Clean kill, sir.
I got to say, I wouldn't be in love with this. I think maybe I will try the standard
Target destroyed.
one next, standard AC-20.
Commander's target.
Good night.
Target destroyed.
Alright, taking us in.
Acquired.
Yeah, we're ready whenever you are. That Lance is toast. So I'll say I am pretty happy with the Hailstorm. I think the setup for it is pretty nice. The heat was a surprise. I'm a little surprised on the heat. The heat was way better than I was expecting it to be. Oh, we picked up a T4 heavy rifle there. That's pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
I'm going to spend all of our salvage here because
From the
we're
salvage?
not going to get any salvage on the next one. Because it's 2 infiltrations in a
Extreme
row.
weather conditions will interfere with your sensors
So-
and will most likely restrict visibility. Be careful out there.
I'm going to knock the damage coverage off. We're just going to go full money here.
Just leave the sleep near setting as it is, getting 125 days to change it.
Money is strangely high here, but there's no merc interference. I was just like, it's a little suspicious amount of money. Put these guys in the garage. Okay, so what I'm going to do is knock these guys off the list, and I'm going to run in the LG.
Just take the Sidewinder again. Where'd it go?
Yeah, and all we got to do is upgrade our normal longbows into Artemis so that their accuracy is better. And, like, combined with that, that should actually put out a lot of damage.
We're being paid
With
to
a missile
infiltrate
commander?
and extract something of value from neighboring Op-4 territory. Our employer was cagey
And it's
with the
really
details
easy to
about
sneak
this
that
one,
tag in as
but
well.
has
Like, that
promised to
tag
give
is,
us
like, it's
clear
not hard to find
objectives
room for
once
that
we've
tag.
made contact to the marked nav point. Stay away from enemy units to remain undetected. Light mechs are much harder to detect. Command your lance to hold fire as any attack will immediately raise an alarm.
The LG is one of those
Clients
mechs
would
that you
also
can
like
just
us to
kind of
deal
keep,
with a
you
number
can
of
just hang
other
on to it for
tasks
like
in
the entire
area,
game.
but our contract only
Which probably makes
stipulates
it
the
the best
completion of our
50-ton mech.
primary
50-ton or
objective.
lower mech, even.
Complete them at your own discretion, Commander.
Yeah, I'm never unhappy to have the LG.
And it's pretty effective in combat as well.
I've marked the location of some valuable supplies.
Yeah, SRM-16,
that our
I mean, I'm down
employer
with it.
would like liberated.
And then you
I
got the
don't know.
AMs and the,
Our
you
clients
know,
would
the,
like us to scout the Op-4's
the
battle mech
probe.
forces while we're in the field.
Yeah, the probe's great,
Attempt
especially
to
for this.
sensor log each mech you come across without alerting them to your position.
oh my god, there's one right next to me.
I received a distress call from a MechWarrior aligned with our employer.
Oh my,
They're
a
hiding out in a
distress
shutdown
call,
mech
I
close
guess.
to our
Isn't that
location.
something?
Our client
I'm
is
sure I
requesting
will
that we
definitely
assist
be
them
able to
return
help you.
friendly territory.
I'll definitely be
Target
diverting
acquired.
time to assist you.
I'll go stand in the room. Oh,
But he's having trouble getting a
Oh,
signal
wow,
out.
I didn't think that...
Eliminate them quickly. I think you're in the clear. No alarms raised.
Grabbed it?
Data transfer complete.
Acquired.
That's too dangerous to leave unattended. Better bring it aboard the ship.
Lots of targets, but they wound up just being
Target
nothing but turrets.
destroyed.
good job.
Yeah, don't worry, just hold tight. We're coming to the rescue. You know, just stay powered
We
down.
completed our
and
scans
wait
on
for
the
a signal.
target's local battle
We
mech
definitely
forces.
care.
The client will be pleased.
Like, this is how you do infiltration. Like, look, 8.6 million C-bills for just, like... I wish it would tell us the runtime, like, how long it took us to do that. Ooh, I want that. Oh, it did so much damage. Like, you need to put some more effort in. Look at that. 89 damage to 50.
Bad
Oh,
news,
uh,
Commander. Extreme
cut me a
weather
break.
conditions means you'll be dealing with limited visibility and compromised sensors.
The
on
LG's
your
just so
vision.
overpowered.
That's what it is. The LG is just OP.
Commander, I've dropped you right on the front line with
Okay, here we go.
forces.
Round 2.
Our client is requesting a meet at a small border checkpoint up ahead.
I wonder
We're
if
guarding
I
our
wonder if the
assignments here.
employer has any
Report to the
influence
marked
at
position on
all
your
on the
map.
type of mission, or if it's totally random.
Commanders
Because
also
this is a
identified a number of targets
Liao
of
triple
opportunity
mission,
in enemy
so like
territory.
as you know, Liao tends to prefer asymmetrical tactics and whatnot. Like they tend to prefer to fight through, trickery rather than through conventional means. So I wonder if the employer has some kind of an impact on the mission, or if it's truly just completely random. Like could you choose an employer based on a preferred mission type? I wonder.
Sure, yeah. I don't know.
Did it again. Keep hitting the screenshot button.
I've received a distress call from a nearby garrison.
No one
Get
cares.
them out of there safely.
No.
What do we got? These ones are a little further away.
Maybe I could go for this one.
Just be careful, if you activate anybody. I will bring in the active probe so that we can see where the enemies are hiding. Active probe does make a big difference on this, I will say that.
Target acquired.
Like if it's your goal to actually recon all the mechs, an active probe makes a huge difference.
Nearly there.
Okay, I'm waiting for you to
Approach the hidden
capture.
object to pick it up.
Drink.
That's close enough. Ready to start
Done.
pickup
I'll stay here.
operation. Package
Oh,
secured.
literally right in front of me.
That's
Well,
not
it never does
something
that
we
for
should
me.
just be laying around.
It must have been 30 meters in front of me.
Wow. I normally you actually make it there before I do.
Another 8.7 million C-bills?
Oh, now look who's the slacker.
No, this can't be. How can it be? I need to get a recount on this. Okay, now we're not bankrupt. We're not bankrupt anymore. I think that's an improvement.
It just shows you the power of
Money.
triple missions. Money, yeah, too, but triple missions in particular.
Oh yeah, triple missions, they get you back up on your feet in a hurry. If you can find one with appropriate, well, here's something that was a great improvement to the game: being able to look at who is the employer and who is the target.
Mm. I'm curious how different the mechs will be when we fight the periphery at whatever point we do.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because we got one of our main objectives done. Before we can clean up the playthrough, we need to just collect the remaining mechs and try them out. So we'll need to mess around with the Hailstorm a bit more. We'll need to mess around with. Actually, let's go to a industrial hub and get your. I'll let you repair the Cyclops.
Oh yeah, I think the interesting shape now.
So I think we have two more hero mechs we need to get. We need to get the LM and the Siren, and then we also need to get those kind of unusual periphery models.
Yes.
Being stingy on their hero mechs again. I mean, the good news is we have a lot of the really expensive hero mechs are out of the way. So, dropping a big, fat, 30K or something like that, I feel like most of that's behind us. Although, the two Banshees could be pretty expensive. And I don't think we have the Kaiju.
No, we don't.
Oh,
I think you're right.
We didn't sell this Atlas. 2.1 million for that Atlas. Forgot about that. Oh,
We'll take
and
it.
this Warhammer. 1.2 for them Warhammer. A little extra money. Oh, we must have just gotten those from the first mission. Yeah, we have the Boar's Head. That's an expensive one. All of the Atomo mechs. I feel like we tested them enough. We don't need to test the Atomos anymore. Because we got those halfway into the playthrough due to the Dragon's Gambit. Not a good triple mission. Oops. All these are for FedCom. The Dragoons constantly haunt this one area, the Border Protectorate region. Like, they are always there. What is this one? Nope, that's FedCom again. What about this one? FedCom. What about this one? Rasselhague? What is Rasselhague? That's pretty far away for Rasselhague. Huh. Well, what do you think about what we've gotten so far, Sheriff?
I think we've gone. I was surprised that, like, you know, we were like, no hero mech, no relevant hero mech, no relevant hero mech, no relevant hero mech. Oh, here's the Cyclops, the Longbow, and the Crusader all in one go, which is quite funny.
Our luck was bound to change. Like, you know, like if you keep buying all the hero mechs, your luck is bound to change eventually, and it's finally starting to swing back in our favor.
The last mech we will ever get will be the one we need. We were just getting no luck at all earlier in the game. I am also, like, glad that I did not imagine the Cyclops 11P as being, like, a really good mech. I think it's really nice.
Yeah, it's. I mean, honestly, pretty much all of the Cyclops models we've used, and there's two that we don't have, so, you know, I can't speak about them yet. What do you think of the Sleipnir so far?
Didn't like it with the AC-20 burst fire. I don't think I'm gonna like it with the double AC-20, but I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna try them all. You never know. You might be surprised.
So you think the Gauss rifles turned out better?
Oh, the Gauss rifles were the best so far for sure. But here, you never know. Maybe we could fall onto another.
What did you feel was wrong with the AC-20s?
I just feel like it shoots too slowly, and then you're like kind of like standing there at like really close range with 3 medium lasers. Like, it doesn't, like, if it was like 2 AC-20 burst fires and then 2 SRM-6s, I think that would be like really nice. But I just feel like the 2 AC-20 burst fires don't get the backup they need from the medium lasers. It's actually a problem I find with the King Crab. I find, like, with the King Crab, in between shots, you're kind of just standing there like, and what do I do now? But it's not like the King Crab car where you've got the 4 heavy rifles, and yeah, you've got a really long reload speed, but nothing much gets up from 4 shots of a heavy rifle, so you don't really often have to worry about that. So yeah, I just don't think it's a viable build so far.
My problem with the AC-20 is that it really doesn't do a whole lot more damage than an AC-5. Let me bring my calculator out.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Like, it isn't too much better. So, where's the AC-20? So here's our AC-20. Where's my calculator? So the AC-20 does 20 damage times rate of fire 12.5. So it does 250, and this is a standard AC-20, a tier 1 AC-20. A standard AC-20 does about 250 damage per minute. A standard AC-5 does 5 damage times 40 rounds per minute, 200 damage. So an AC-20 for being an AC-5 weighs 8 tons, an AC-20 weighs 14 tons. So for something that weighs almost twice as much, it does 50 more damage per minute. And what is 50 more damage per minute? About a medium laser. A medium laser, a tier 1 medium laser is 60 damage per minute. So it does about 1 medium laser more damage per minute than an AC-5. And you know, that's a lot of weight. You know, you're paying 6 tons more weight. But in addition to that, you also have to consider the heat. Let's look at the heat. So an AC-20, 6 heat times 12.5 per minute. So it generates 75 heat per minute. An AC-5 is 0.5 heat times 40 rounds per minute. So it generates 20 heat per minute, and an AC-20 generates 75 heat per minute. So not only is it heavier, but you're also going to need more heat sinks, but you also have to look at the effective range. Like, the effective range on an AC-5 is like 620 meters, whereas the effective range on an AC-20 is 270 meters, meaning if you shoot farther than 270 meters, you take damage fall-off penalties. So you have to be at 270 meters to get the full 20 damage. So that means that there is an argument that even though the AC-20 does 50 more damage, maybe it doesn't really do 50 more damage, considering that the AC-5 is able to reach its true damage at its effective range much sooner in comparison.
The only reason I'd ever use an AC-20 over that is if I just needed that, like, 60... You know, if you're two AC-20s, if you just needed that, like, 60 damage up front really quickly. Like, just, like, bam, get out of my face. That's the only benefit to it. Other than that, there's literally no benefit to it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll use
time to kill.
If I just can't find anything else to put in, like, you know, if there's just too much empty space, then I think the AC-20 can be nice. Sometimes I'll just use it because I like I think it looks cool. I like shooting it. I like the feel of it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a good feeling weapon. But, like, you know, when the gloves come off and it's time to get serious, like, yeah, I'm probably less likely to use an AC-20. One of the AC-20 models I did like was on the Charger, the one AC-20 and two SRM-6s. That worked out pretty well. But I also could have done an AC-5, two SRM-6s, and two lasers, and maybe some punchers on it as well. Like, that also, I think, would have been pretty good. But that's why I use the AC-5 so much. Like, it's just a very efficient weapon.
Agreed. Yeah, I really like the AC-5 too. That's hence why the 11P is one of my favorite mechs in the game. Honestly, see any mech that you can get two AC-5s on, I'm gonna love it. Like Cataphract is a really good mech for that. You know, just for example, your Mauler KO, like phenomenal, two AC-5s, love that. The Basilisk, two AC-5s on there. Like those mechs are some of the best.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not, and I'm also not going to say that you know people shouldn't use an AC-20 because like, if you just use the same weapons all day, you can certainly induce burnout from a lack of variety. But it's definitely one of those things where like I'm very careful about how I build a mech around an AC-20. It's probably like, you know, like I'm kind of like not always all that impressed by the King Crab simply due to the fact that I don't know what I feel about two AC-20s. You know, like the idea of one. The idea of one Gauss rifle and one AC-20 seems interesting. Like like kind of a flex option seems kind of interesting. It also would cut down on the necessity of heat sinks since Gauss rifle generates like negligible amounts of heat. Nesso7 says that he likes AC-10 and 5. Sometimes he uses AC-2. Ultra AC is slept on. Yeah, I mean, I need to try them a bit more. One thing I really like about AC-2, especially AC-2 burst fire, is that it has very little recoil. There is a big difference between the recoil of burst fire and single fire. And for a mech that's sniping, less recoil I do think makes a difference. Like, if I were to do a Mauler and the Mauler had 4 AC-2s, I would definitely use burst fire because of there's way less recoil on burst fire. And if you're shooting at something really far away, the recoil can be an annoyance. Defiant says, do y'all have a preferred ballistic mech? It's kind of like, it depends on the weight class because I have preferred ballistic mechs at every weight class. Like, for example, in the assault class, I like the Mauler. In the heavy class, I like the Rifleman. In the I don't think there really is a particular ballistic mech, like, you know, because it's hard to get ballistics on a medium mech. Like, I think the Hunchback's pretty good. Honestly, the Vulcan, the AC-5 Vulcan, I do like.
I don't even mind Centurion, to be honest. It just does a bit of a workhorse, does the job kind of thing.
I mean, I'd like to try out the Blackjack. I think the Blackjack could be, you know, an interesting one as well. Like, because, you know, that one is a dedicated ballistic mech in medium class.
And how about this Firestarter with all the machine guns? Get all the machine guns on the Firestarter.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There's your ballistic light mech.
Technically a ballistic weapon. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's in the ballistic class, and you know, I do like machine guns. Like, I mean, the Mauler, the Atomo Mauler, did surprisingly well for a mech that, for the mech to have, what do you call it? A whole bunch of machine guns. These were all filled up with machine guns. Well, that looks so weird without its missile pods. Let me put the missile pods on real fast before it looks too weird. It's like cursed.
Alan has actually hit the nail on the head with the AC-20. I agree. See, when you're
There we
fighting
go.
against medium mechs with the AC-20, that's when it's good. Whoa.
It looks so
Beautiful.
weird. Like look at the Mauler without its shoulder weapons.
It kind of looks like two big shelves.
It's cursed. It doesn't he looks cursed without his shoulder weapons.
It kind of looks like a hunchback a little bit, to be honest. That's a square.
Yeah, I don't like it. It looks weird.
Not a hunchback, sorry, what am I talking about? It looks like an awesome, should I say?
It's like he's supposed to have these big old like tall missile shoulders. Like that's like the profile of the Mauler. It doesn't look right without the missile pods. But yeah, like the AC-20, like I do find it to be a little challenging to work in. Okay, so next episode we are going to be bringing more of these new battle mechs that we've acquired. We're going to be trying them out. In between, we're probably going to refit all of these now that we're in the end game. So I tend to not use Lost Tech until the end game. That way we can see, because what if you get one of these mechs very early in the game when you don't have Lost Tech? So I tend to do non-Lost Tech builds initially, but we're probably going to refit a lot of these into Lost Tech now in order to, because like, you know, there's some easy upgrades we could do here. Like we could just turn these into Artemis, and look at all these single heat sinks. We could shed some heat sinks by going into doubles, and that'll easily compensate for the weight. I don't know if we'll be able to fit medium pulse lasers in. That might be asking for a bit much, but definitely definitely LRMs. Artemis LRMs for sure. We'll definitely go into there. So the playthrough is not done yet. We still need to, we're going to test a few more of these, because remember the objective of this playthrough, it was to see the Dragon's Gambit for sure, but we're also going to be testing specific battle mechs out to kind of investigate them, and the objective is to find people new ways to play the game. Like, you know, some people, they have a favorite battle mech, but people tell them their favorite battle mech stinks. And even if it's true, there might be a battle mech that isn't that good. We are going to find a build that works for all battle mechs. Not all at once. We pick a certain number of battle mechs per playthrough. And we will find a build that works so that no matter what mech you like, we'll find a build that works for it.
We sure will. We sure will.
And so for this playthrough, the battle mechs we chose were the Crusader. The Crusader was actually very surprising. I actually really wound up liking the Crusader. We chose the Banshee. The Banshee also, like, very overperformed. Like, I definitely like the Banshee a lot. I think as far as, like, actual assault mechs, when I say an assault mech, I mean a mech that assaults the enemy position. As far as, like, mechs that are designed, like, basically juggernaut mechs, to use Battletech terms, this might be one of my favorite, this might be my new favorite juggernaut mech. Like, it is really nasty, and especially with those medium laser, the medium pulse laser bank is really deadly. Another mech that we... Oh, go ahead.
Honestly, and just while you're on the Banshee, the 2P, man, it is just stinky. Like, it is crazy good.
Yeah, it was really, really good. So Ness asks, why don't we just import our playthroughs? The reason for it is because some people like to see the fresh start. Like, a lot, like, for example, when we first began this playthrough, there were a lot of people who were like, is this a fresh start? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, awesome. I love seeing a fresh start. A lot of people like to see fresh starts.
And also, we want to go into depth with maybe some of the lighter mechs as well, and not just the assault and heavies, I think, too.
Yeah, certainly. And like we want to give a good representation of those light mechs, meaning our pilot skill needs to be a bit lower, and you know, like, so it's more representative of what light mech gameplay looks like. The another mech that was on the list is the Cyclops. The Cyclops was a mech that, like, people don't like. A lot of people are like, oh, the Cyclops kind of stinks. But I've had my mind changed. I actually think the Cyclops is pretty solid. I'm pretty impressed by it. All of them. In fact, none of the Cyclops thus far have disappointed me. Like, I definitely agree that the 11P is a surprise hit. I think that's a really good combination of weapons, though. Like 2 medium ballistics and 4 lasers. I think that's I mean, the fact that it has endo steel and furrow fibers really, really gives it a bit of extra capabilities. But yeah, like the Cyclops, I think it really just needs to get out of the AC-20. The AC-20 eats up too much space on it. Once you get it out of the AC-20, I think that you know, it becomes a pretty, because that's where you can get some more armor. The main weakness of the Cyclops Z is the standard Cyclops Z only has 320 armor, which is really really not amazing. And then the other mech that we assigned was the Longbow, which we recently acquired the Hailstorm. Where is he?
Oh,
here he is, the Hailstorm, which is the hero mech. We chose the Longbow, obviously, because it was just added with the new DLC.
What's your opinion?
On what?
On the Longbow. Like, you know, if you're to sit down and give it a rating, and I mean rate it versus the other fire support mechs in the assault class. Like, for me, personally, just really quickly, I think the Stalker is way better. Like, I think it's, like, incredibly better, personally, but what do you think?
So basically, I think the 8C, yeah, I think the Stalker is a lot more flexible. They can both do a similar amount of missiles, I will say. Yeah. Obviously, technically, you could do LRM 80 with a Longbow. Technically, like that would be you would basically have. Okay, I'll just build a LRM 80 real fast, just as oh god, what happened? Full screen. So technically, you could do an LRM 80. Where is it? You could do that. How much ammo would you need? You would need a. Whoa, what the fuck just happened?
I don't know.
Okay, let me try that again. So yeah, technically you could do an LRM 80. So this mech has more missiles than any other mech in the game, technically. But like, I don't know how you would ever make it work, even with 4 tons of. We're already running out of space. You would, you know, like, I mean, how much ammo would you realistically need? You'd really realistically need
8.
Probably 2 tons per launcher.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be an appropriate amount of ammo. Then you would need heat sinks. That's probably still not enough. And then you can have, you know, like you can have 80 armor. There you go. You got a little bit of armor going on.
It's pretty good.
You know, let me there we go. A little more armor. There we go. 112 armor.
We need to do this. We need to do a mission. We just bring 4 of those.
There you go. That you know, technically more. You know, what's realistic is probably LRM 60. I think is a lot more realistic because then you can do full armor. Like I think you could do an LRM 60 realistically, but yeah, it obviously technically the Longbow is the missile king. No mech can technically load as many missiles as the Longbow. But if you want to get down to it, like, you're not going to beat the Mauler on missiles. Because, like, the Mauler is capable of, depending on the model you get, the Mauler can also bring an LRM 40. An LRM 40, you know, you don't need much more than LRM 40. But then the Mauler has his choice of, you know, okay, let me bring up. This is how you build. You want to know how to build the Mauler? I'll show you how to build the Mauler. It's very simple. Let me bring Photoshop up real fast. Like, there's a very simple philosophy for building a Mauler. New. 1K. So let me get my tool out. We'll make a triangle. Make the stroke black. Okay, so we got a triangle. Missiles. Oh, what happened to my font? My font is... Oh, that's what it is. Missiles. Ballistic. And lasers. And let me straighten these up. So this is how you build a Mauler. The way you build a Mauler, you pick 2 and give 1. So you can do missiles and ballistic, but you get rid of the lasers. You can do missiles and lasers, but you have to get rid of the ballistics. You can do ballistics and lasers, but you have to get rid of the missiles. That is a very, very, you know, tried and true, simple way to build the Mauler. And if you look at the way I built my Mauler, missiles, ballistics, and then I just snuck on these little baby lasers. So these would normally be large lasers. Now I could do this. If I wanted to, I could do large pulse lasers. As you could do that. You could do large pulse lasers and AC5s. You could do that. You could do any combination of two. Like you basically, you could pick two and you give up one. And like I call that the Mauler triangle. It's based off of the business triangle. The business triangle is cheap, fast, good. This is known as the business triangle. And what what they mean by this is when you're talking about a product or a service, if you want it to be cheap and you want it fast, then it can't be good. You could pick two and you give up one. If you want it to be good and you also want it to be cheap, then it can't be fast. If you want it to be good and fast, then it can't be cheap. It's gonna have to be expensive. Like that's basically the philosophy of the business triangle. So I have the Mauler triangle, and that is a very easy way to always build a Mauler that will work. Now you may need to tune yours to some degree, but yes, that's the Mauler triangle. You know, you pick two and you give up the third, and then you can have the armor and the ammo and the heat sinking. You could have all of that as long as you follow that philosophy, and that's how that's your Mauler triangle. It'll never and if you do that, I mean, like I said, the Mauler is this game's ghetto Omni-Mech, because I mean, look at these hard points. With these hard points, you can almost be a clan mech. You can almost do whatever you want. Like, yes, you can't do Gauss rifle and you can't do AC-20. You can do heavy rifle though, and heavy rifle is comparable to Gauss rifle. But you know, you can have different kinds of missiles, you can have different kinds of lasers, you can do a lot of different stuff with the Mauler, which is why it's like a ghetto Omni-Mech. And that's why like having a whole bunch of Maulers for your AI is quite good, because you can turn them into anything you want. It also means the Mauler is a shapeshifter. If you need a missile mech, you have Mauler. But if you have missile mechs, like let's say you've got the Longbow, okay, well then forget about it. Go be ballistics. It can transform into anything you want it to be, and then when you get a new mech that you would prefer in that role, it shapeshifts into whatever you want it to be. Another mech that's similar, honestly, is the Crusader, actually. The Crusader is another one of these kind of shape-shifting multi-role mechs, because you can just make a what do you call it? Get me some lasers in here. Well, it doesn't matter what quality they are. Let me just throw some lasers up in here. Lasers, yeah, lasers. Laser. Oh, we only have one. Whatever. Just pretend those are the same. And pretend these are the same. Use your imagination. And right here, you basically have a the brain fart. You basically have a catapult. So you got a catapult now. Now, if you don't like that, you can also do this. So you just made a catapult there. Now you can make it into a... Where are my sizes at? Well, I already have it in the other one. Let's look at this one. So you can also make it into an SRM boat. So now it is suddenly an SRM juggernaut. And even though this is the hero, it doesn't matter that this is the hero mech. This hero mech doesn't have any special features, so it's basically the same thing. Now, if you don't like that, you got other options. What if you want it to be a brawler mech? You can do that. Like, you can absolutely... So this is a third model. You could make it into a brawler. Just use your imagination. We'll just pretend that those are the same. And then one of these, and one of... I wish I could just type in the weapon I'm looking for. But
Crazy, isn't it?
It's like once you get a bunch of weapons, it's really annoying. And then you could do 2 medium lasers, 2 machine guns, and you know, fill it up with some equipment. And now you have a brawler variant, like kind of a mid-range plays the field brawler variation of the Crusader. You could probably even fit in the punchers too, to be honest. And you know, that's another model. Well, you know, you can do it another way too. You can turn it into a ballistic model. You could do 2 AC2s, and this is a bit odd looking one. And then you can do, where is it? A bunch of LRM5s, and then 2 small lasers. And suddenly you've got a, now you've got a ballistic model. So that's yet another different, and like I said, every Crusader you get, it shapeshifts into what you need it to be. You need missiles, build it into a catapult. If you don't need missiles, well, here's another thing you can do. Build it into a meleeer, heavy arena fist. Remember that not only does this heavy arena fist do 40, it's a better one, so it does 40 damage, but remember, heavy arena fist punches as quickly as possible. Like, there's no delay in the punching. So you could then have a melee model as well. So this mech can turn into a bunch of different ones, and as you get different mechs, you can redesign it into other things. It can be your main missile mech. It can be a brawler. It can be a short-range SRM juggernaut. You can turn it into a ballistic mech. You can turn it into a melee mech. There's a lot of different things that it can transform into. So if you just get a bunch of these Crusaders, they can be quite useful in that regard, which is what makes it such a interesting mech. Let me see what chat's saying. Defiant says 320 armor is medium, and yes, absolutely. That's about as much armor as the Dragon would carry. That's what makes the Cyclops Z very fragile. The Victor is the only good, the hero Victor is the only good Victor. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Victor. I think they super stink. Happy Teddy Bear says hello. Warheads on the forehead, all the, yes, the longbow is like the missile king. Though it does have competition. Like I said, the Stalker is definitely a competitor of the, what do you call it, longbow, and so is the Mauler. The Mauler is also a big competitor. There's this one Mauler he did with ER large lasers, AC2s, and no missiles. No, I think that sounds perfectly viable. Like, especially because ER large laser hits at about a kilometer. Like, that would be very accurate, and you could use the ER large lasers to target their weak points. Yeah, you could absolutely do that. Every clanner be gangster until the Crusader starts throwing hands. Yeah, I mean, the Crusader, like, I mean, look at those big fat mech fists. It just looks like it's ready. And it's got, like, I mean, look, it's got a phallic-shaped forehead. It's like, you know, waving its, like, mech dick at you. It's like trying to assert its, like, basically mech T-posing on you. It's asserting its dominance on you. But, yeah, so this playthrough is not done yet. We still got a little bit to do. We're going to have to go on a bit of a mech hunt, though, to find 2 of the models that we're missing. If anyone has a better idea of a higher-level periphery area than this, 9 to 11 should feature some assault mechs. But, yeah, that's where we're going to be going pretty soon to try to track down the remaining periphery models for the Banshee and the Cyclops. And then we still need the 2... Banshee hero models. So it's a
that's fair.
Yeah, it's definitely a, you know, not sure, you know, it's going to take a little bit of effort. Obviously, we need a lot more money. I can't believe we had 300 million C-bills and now we're down to 30 million, like paying these arm and a leg prices to get all these hero mechs to like knock them out of the market. Any closing thoughts though, Sheriff?
No, not really. I just hope that the luck is with us when we come around to hunting for more hero mechs. I feel like it hasn't treated us too well up until this stream actually, and then we managed to get 3 in one go. So that was nice. But hopefully, hopefully we can nab the last couple, and hopefully they're good. I've used the LM Banshee before, and nothing that exciting. It's kind of like the 3S, but I've never used the Siren, and I just was looking at its weapon sort of outlay there, so it looks like it might be interesting, but That is a story for another day.
Here's a sneak peek, chat. Here's what I'm working on. Oh, look at this. The Cyclops 10Z guide is under work right now. Here is the script for it. This is TRO 3025 is in blue. TRO 3039 is, because that's where I do my research. And then black is on Sarna. So I basically draw from these three sources to create the script. So, yeah, I mean, you know, you can see them right here. We've got, what do you call it? I'll do the, what do I want to do? Look at this. Here is the, what do you call it? The footage. Obviously, a lot of this gets trimmed out. Like, you don't see all the errors I'm making when I'm creating the footage. But, like, yeah, here I am recording the footage for the incoming guide on the, what do you call it? The Cyclops. So it is under production. I know I took a time away from it, but like, you know, things got busy and I needed to catch up on all the shorts. But yes, I am ready to get started back on it. And before I go, we'll take a look at my streaming schedule. So we are now in January. So on Tuesday, I did Sons of the Forest on Twitch. On Wednesday, we just completed Sons of the Forest on Twitch. Today is Thursday, we did MechWarrior 5. Sunday, I'll be on Twitch on 7 Days to Die. By Sunday, I will probably assign the next week. I'll need to find out, you know, when the Sheriff is available to play, but I'm probably not going to be playing anything different. I'm probably just going to be playing MechWarrior 5 and 7 Days to Die, because I did have everybody wait. I had everybody wait so that we could do Sons of the Forest. So, you know, I'm going to make sure that the 7 Days to Die fans get their stuff, and we're going to make sure that the MechWarrior 5 guys get their stuff. Remember, just look on the background. That's how you know what platform I'm streaming on, because I stream on both platforms. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be back into it. And of course, if you would like to join the community, like if you ever want to chat with people who also play MechWarrior 5, if you want to, you know, make some new friends, or if you ever have questions, if you'd ever like to ask about MechWarrior 5, here is a link down in the Discord, or down in the chat to my Discord. We do have we have a whole MechWarrior 5 section. We collapse all right down here. MechWarrior 5 and BattleTech. This is also where you can find all of my playthroughs, all of my guides can be found here, as well as any important notes I have, and of course the MechWarrior 5 general chat and everything. So we have a nice MechWarrior 5 community. And like I said, if you're looking for ideas, if you're looking for builds, there's quite a few experienced people in my community. And of course, if you want me, you can always ping me for questions. Some people get aggravated if you ping them. I could care less. Like, people can ping me. I answer all the questions. Yeah, I may not answer immediately because sometimes I'm busy, but I do get around to answering all of the questions. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being a fantastic audience and seeing this episode of MechWarrior 5 Dragon's Gambit, the Crusader, Longbow, Banshee, Cyclops playthrough. And thank you, Dr. Sheriff Crab, for being in Ronin Fox Armored Security, laying out the law as the sheriff.
No problem. Thanks for having me. I feel like we've slaughtered quite a few other pilots in this playthrough so far, so may the mayhem continue.
Yeah, and we did a lot better than I thought, you know, for not playing for like almost a month. Yeah, so, you know, like I thought we were gonna be a little rustier than we actually were, but just like riding a bike, we're back into it. All right, guys, so yeah, stay tuned for when I update the schedule next. Not as much MechWarrior 5 this week because, like, we're just now completing the previous game playthrough, so we're just now getting back into MechWarrior 5. But yeah, expect a larger quantity of streams going forwards. Anyways, till next time, everyone, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.